up, and welcome back to the Section 10 podcast, episode 580, presented by Underdog Fantasy. It is the home of your 81-66 third place Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carabas, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and it's his 36th birthday, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Tyler Milliken, and he killed his dog Bullet, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building?
In the mother fucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by 2K on the ones and twos tonight. I would say from now on, because I think it's a very healthy thing what they're doing. Like if it's, a late Section 10 night and then you got an early BID and we're trying to get Jake healthier and make everyone, all the production people, they work their fucking asses off. Jeremy's the same way. Tyler?
I'd like to be Jake's health coach.
Oh my God. That's what
I've been practicing a lot more healthy habits recently, and I think I could lead Jake to where he needs to be.
You look unhealthy.
Physically or emotionally?
Like imagine if imagine if trying to think. Who do I want to insult right now?
Who's getting it right now?
Yeah. Like imagine if Steve
what?
Imagine if Steve was like, "Oh, I'll be your strength and conditioning coach, Jared."
I queued it up. I'm like, it's not gonna be me. Like, oh, who's getting it? Oh, here we go.
To get it right now. Steve.
Imagine that dickhead Steve telling people to lift.
Imagine if Steve
it's a good point.
I'm gonna make you a workout plan. We're gonna get you, nice, big, and strong. I'd be like, Steve, shut the fuck up. That's the same thing that just happened there with Tyler. Like, just you're not a healthy guy, Steve.
I gotta say something real quick. And Tyler, this is coming out of place of love.
Thanks for sticking up for me, Steve.
No, I'm not sticking up for you here. T. And by the way, I shouted you out last night on JTN. I made a late appearance because Jerry called me. Going to be on next week and all that. So I'm trying to gas you up right now real quick before I inevitably bring you down. T, you'll do this thing with the finger when you put it up where Jerry or somebody will be like rolling. They'll be like bada boop, bada beep, bada boop, and like clearly on like a pace. And then you just go like, and like put the finger up. And it's like, you got to let them do bada boop.
You got to have some feel.
But I kind of beg for it. Like I show how badly I want it. Like
that was funny. I didn't even notice that till Bags put that in the OOC.
You know what? My finger's down for the rest of the episode.
Oh, it doesn't have to go whole show. No, I'm just saying if somebody's cruising, just let them cruise. That's all I'm saying.
0.0. That's what we invented this for. Is for cruising.
I think I need to stop with the index finger. I need to move to a solar.
No, I think you just have to have feel.
Whatever you call this.
Just have feel.
That's called a pinky.
Just have some feel. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways,
great production team.
Yes, back to the production team. They work their asses off, and they work on both shows. I feel like with Section 10, like we're kind of more of the Muppets, where the stuff that goes on backstage is also still kind of featured on the main stage. Whereas Baseball is Dead, it's like me, Dallas J. Hey, we'll go on there, we'll just talk baseball, and then we'll get out of there. But I think like people don't realize that like Jake, Jeremy, Mikey, Corey, they all also work on Baseball is Dead. So like when we're
JTN
doing
now.
Yeah, and Just the Nuts. So like we are one team, one roster, 3 shows now with Just the Nuts. So when we're streaming until 1 a.m. or doing Section 10 until fucking 2:30 a.m. and then there's those early morning BIDs. I wish that we could clone Jake to have a producer. I wish we could clone 2K and Mikey and Corey so that we could have them on BID as well. But that's just not the case. We are a small operation, but a great one. A great one. So I'm glad that they are kind of communicating with themselves to be like, hey, let's do this in shifts. So shout them the fuck out, man. What a team we have. What a team we have. What a team we have with the Boston Red Sox as well. I don't give a fuck about today's game. Not a flying fuck about today's game. Like Chapman blowing it in the ninth, don't care. Don't care. It's irrelevant to me. It's an aberration. And what T?
Coley did it too, so don't look at me weird. But if the Yankees and Blue Jays,
I didn't do it about
today,
Chapman.
Oh no, I'm not here to insult him right now. But if the Yankees and Blue Jays won, I think you would care.
I care about that. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, am I worried about Chapman because of the way that today went? No. I mean, it was a fucking glorified bullpen game, and it's not in a big league ballpark. It was in the middle of the day. The whole day just felt real. The whole day felt super just.
Whoa.
Out of place. It just
it felt fat of place. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it didn't feel. I was like, what time's the game today? 3:30. Why?
3:35. Weirdest start time ever.
Stupid. Hated it.
Also, the aerials of Sacramento. We don't need 1,000 of them. Like I could have done with one of those early in the game. They went to that like 5 times an inning. I don't really know why Nesson was doing that. It's like, it's a minor league ballpark. This isn't anything like glorious to look at here. They kept going back to it.
I didn't need the daily angles of each team walking from the clubhouses in the outfield as they cross the field. Like it made it feel like some weird kind of like all-star game or something like that. Just made me uncomfortable. Poor Romy, hurt, sitting in the dugout. Had to wait till he could even go get checked out fully. What are we doing here?
Having to limp across the field is tough. That's tough.
You got to go to left field. Oh, you got kicked out of the game. Why don't you go take your ass to left field? Like it's just, it's very stupid. Very, very, very Dallas though. Just like, doesn't make sense. Dumb. That's the A's for you. But all right, let's talk about the Underdog Fantasy app real quick. The Underdog Fantasy app is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. I owe the people a pick 'em. I didn't do one all week. It's been a really fucking busy week. Because as we'll get to in a second, there was a second merch drop has hit the tower. That's very
of all days.
Yeah,
of all days.
Can't say that.
Oh man,
can't say that. Oh, man. You can't say that. You can't say that.
I was gonna cut it and say it, but I'm like, no, he's not gonna. That's not what he's gonna say. I mean, he knows what the date is.
Yeah, you can't say that today.
No, you can. You can never forget. You did.
Yeah, you can't.
Never forget.
Never forget that a second merch drop has hit the tower.
Yeah, can't say it today. Make sure you sign up with the promo code Jared. That's Jared to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a special pick on Underdog. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code Jared. Well, it's not because today's Coley's birthday.
And it's the 10th. Let's be real. We're recording.
Yeah, it's the 10th.
Yeah.
It's the 10th.
The
it's
10 on the 10, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing bad has ever happened on September 10th, so we're good.
No, not to my knowledge. Today is Coley's birthday. I had to do a cameo today where the birthday. I've had so many September 11th birthday cameos.
Really?
And yes, and so many times I'm just like, geez, like my cousin, his birthday is on the 11th. When I was
Jacoby, right? Too. Jacoby Ellsbury, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds
that
right.
actually might be right now that you just said. You said Jacoby. I was like, my dog? No, it's August 2nd.
Rest in
peace. His birthday.
Yeah, September 11th.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. Wow, what a strange birthday to have. But anyways, back on track.
That's got to be tough too for like when things happen because you probably if it was your birthday, let's just say hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's just get through the workday. Like, I'm going to have a great day. Even if you're a kid, too, you probably have the party plan. But you're not going to do anything likely on your birthday at like 8:46 in the morning. So if that's your birthday that day, like your birthday's cooked. Your birthday's
why?
cooked.
No. I think it's been long enough to where you can have a normal birthday.
We just asked. Yeah, I'm talking on like
that day.
I'm talking about that day. Like if you had a birthday on that day, cooked. No chance.
That I mean, there's
yeah, probably not. No, yeah. I mean, it was
if you're in
Tuesday,
the UK, you enjoyed your birthday that day. I don't think you would have stopped your
Yeah, you were
plans.
probably like, oh, did you see what happened? Oh, that was terrible.
Well, also, if it was 9 in the morning in the UK, like we were all sleepy time at that point.
No.
Yeah, I don't really know how the time difference thing works.
Oh,
6 hours.
That's tragic. That's tragic. All right, let's get the cakes and candles.
Yeah.
That sounds Australian, not
Yeah, I can't do.
British.
I always go Australian with the British. I don't know.
Hello, mate.
Happy birthday, mate.
More
All right, let's keep it
Australian.
moving.
Well, shout out the legend Bill Morrow, who bowled a perfect game later that night on 9/11 in Western
Yeah, I remember
Massachusetts.
that. Was that in New York?
No, it was in Massachusetts. It was Western Mass.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, I do remember that story.
Oh yeah, I post it every year.
Yeah, what a legend. It was
ludicrous. There we go. 9/11.
What's his birthday's on 9/11?
He did it.
There we go. We've confirmed it was Luda that was behind this whole thing. Yeah,
We got him.
birthday.
Yeah.
9/11 birthday.
See,
there you go.
like, I mean, shout out to the people that, I mean, that's got to be a hard thing. It's like, even if you weren't old enough to remember it, I feel like having a 9/11 birthday, it's like, oh, when's your birthday? And then you have to be like, September 11th. It's like, that's your birthday. It is. Like, that is your birthday. You didn't have anything to do with it. That's not your fault. So, like, I don't know.
And there's like no other day. There's obviously other days that are connected to bad things. Like, I know we had one maybe happen not super far ago.
December 7th? Like
yeah,
if someone says that their birthday is December 7th, I'm not like, oh, Pearl Harbor Day.
I think Jan 6 probably stands out a little bit. But like September 11th.
You were there.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
It was funny though.
I led the charge on that one. Yeah, it's a lot different than September 11th, but still, either way, 9/11, September 11th, regardless of how you say it, they're both like, oh, you can't say when your birthday is without everyone being like, that's brutal.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I lead when people ask me, I say 9/11 Eve, because if I say September 10th, people usually go, oh, just missed. Whew. And it's like, no, not really.
Yeah.
No, it's just completely not the day. It's 100% not the day.
You just said you were not going to do it.
Let him cook. Let him cook. That was a fine time to do it, though.
The timing was fine.
You just talked, though. That's what I wanted to learn. It was his time to talk.
Yeah, there was a gap.
I just wanted to know what you were doing like the day after your birthday on 9/11, Coley. Like, were you playing with your toys when you got up in the morning?
I was 12, so I wasn't a little pussy like you. It was a Tuesday,
Pussy.
right? It was a Tuesday. It was my second day of 7th grade.
Yeah.
So it was my second day at a new school.
Ooh.
And I was my mother had a state job. My father worked for the city. He was actually in the Boston World Trade Center when that happened. And he was just like, are they looking at trade centers? Like, do we get what's going on here? So he was concerned. My mom, when I left school that day, was standing there, she'd never picked me up once in my whole life from school because they sent her home. So I was like, oh, this is serious. When I went home, and I think this was a lot of people our age, when I went home that day and saw even TRL wasn't on, not to get on another music video kick, but when I even saw they were doing real news, I said, oh, this is annoying and also more serious than I may have anticipated.
I think we knew, like, just seeing the looks on parents' faces, because we had like a carpool going on for the neighborhood, and the look on like my friend's mom's face, I'm like, oh, okay, this is really bad. Because they made it seem like over the loudspeaker, they're like, 2 planes hit the World Trade Center. If you know anyone that lives, or if you're like parents, work there, or you know anyone that works there, you can come to the principal's office or whatever. And we're just thinking, like everybody else, it was just how the hell did 2 small planes, you're just thinking it's like a mini plane that somehow accidentally hit the tower. But at that age, at 11, you're not like, oh yeah, that's terrorist. I know that's Al-Qaeda. No. Like, we had no idea what the hell was going on.
I had the news broken to me by my friend, shout out Kurt Martell. He said, did you hear a building crashed into the garden, like the Boston garden? And I was devastated.
Building crashed into the garden?
No, a plane crashed into the garden. That's how it was reported to me.
That would have been crazy.
And I was devastated. I was like, where are the Celtics going to play? Like,
how do we just get
that would be bad
building?
Too. But then my teacher sat us down and told us what happened. And I had never heard of the World Trade Center. So I was super relieved that the garden was fine.
Yeah. I thought, because I didn't know what the World Trade Center was, but I knew that there was a World Trade Center in Boston. So when I heard that a plane hit the World Trade Center, I was like, in Boston? Like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, can Ryan come over to play wiffle ball? That was it. And he did. He came over that day, and we were out in the front yard. We played wiffle ball, and there was military jets flying over the house and shit. And probably socked some dingers. And
probably.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that was flying. Yeah. If you saw anything fly over, it was a military jet.
Home runs.
You couldn't fly for a week. Yeah, it was just ding dongs. Yeah. It was just, if you saw anything flying, it was off of Jared's bat. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Sox wouldn't have played until what, like the 13th, 14th? They canceled sports for
it was a week. It was a week.
Was
yeah,
I think it was like
I think it was the 18th they came back.
Speaking of the Sox, Trotnick's son was born on 9/11/2001.
Oh, the day. Oof, that's tough. The actual day is tough. Like just having it as a day, but the day is brutal.
Yeah,
Before
he drove
or after?
Huh?
Like post incident because it happened in the morning.
Incident. Yeah, did he pop out before 8:46? Do you know that? Can you text him right now?
You were just about to talk about it.
Hey,
like
what was
you were
the
in
delivery time? What was Chase's delivery time? I don't fucking know. Probably. What do you get?
I
don't know. I wish
started describing it like you were there.
Before or after is not a bad question, but that would imply that he asked Trot Nixon when his wife popped the kid out, and that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be honest.
I was a night baby.
There you go. It was weird.
I was a night baby.
I think at some point last year, I was looking through family photos, just looking through the albums. Definitely caught me by surprise. No, well, we were up there a year before. It was just pictures of like me and POTY on the top of the World Trade Center. I was like, whoa, this is a little weird.
Crazy.
It's not like a billion people went up there, but like when you're 24 years, 25 years removed from it, you're like, oh, right. Like a bunch of people would just go up there. Now we just know it as these horrific towers that got hit by planes, but like that was a frequently visited spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they targeted it. I'll have you know.
Yeah, that'll do it. I'll always think, because I've mentioned on here, I've watched a million 9/11 docs, but I'll always wonder why they went when they went, like at like 8 a.m. type of deal. Like you almost would have thought
it was a Boston to LA flight.
Yeah, so those are probably morning. Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted
packed.
Yeah, they wanted an airport that was close by, so Boston, and they wanted a cross-country flight from the furthest point to the furthest point, so they had enough. They had the most jet fuel in the plane.
Yeah, the distance. I get the location type of deal. I'm more saying for the amount of people that would be in the buildings, but
I mean, this is 01 New York. It was right before 9, so you'd have a pretty like they have to be on those floors. I know it's not Wall Street necessarily, but they have to be in there by 9. You know what I mean? So they're not. Yeah. Those guys aren't running it at 8:59.
No, that is a good point. I can't imagine. Like we're talking probably too much 9/11, but like I'm just watching a million of those docs. No, I know. I've watched a million of those docs this week too, and it's like there's people that actually saw the plane coming at them and still survived. And like
it's 9/11.
That's crazy. It is 9/11 when you're listening. Like imagine you're looking out the window, there's a fucking plane coming at you. That's
that video goes viral all the time. Those college kids, those NYU kids who like it was their probably like second week of school, and they're like, oh, it's just tequila, and then they look and the building's just on fire.
It's crazy. What was that movie that ended with
it's the Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, yeah. And he's just like looking out the window, and then I think you have like the sound of a jet, and they just go to black. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what movie you're talking about. I can't remember the name though.
It's one of the all-time
totally
scenes.
Bizarre.
Yeah,
like the ending of the movie is like, wait, what? Crazy.
I saw that one viral again recently too, and I've never seen the movie, but they do. I guess like the opening scene is like 9 months before. Like they make it very clear, like this is right before 9/11. But so much of the movie passes, you forget. So that when you just see him, you're like, wait, what? Remember me? 2010 film. So 9 years later, they thought it could be a good punchline.
I think it was supposed to be Sox Yankees that night. On the actual
they came out with a bunch of 9/11 movies in the aftermath, and then
they were
like within a few years, and then like after that, like they just stopped making them, I guess.
I think it was 03 when the Nicolas Cage. I think it's just called like September the 11th or something like that, and it's really an over the top interpretation of like how the it's like, guys, this is. I was just picturing it from like the family's perspective that lost loved ones. It's like, what are we doing here? making this movie that soon. And then obviously at the end, they're like, this is in memory of everything. Like, okay, you're trying to save it with that. But it just felt like it shouldn't exist.
I mean, Wahlberg did the Boston bombing movie like weeks after.
While it was happening.
So fast.
I think it was still going on and they were like casting who was going to be in it.
Yeah, he was filming scenes down there as it was happening. Well, Red Sox win 7-0. I'll say that.
Shout out Connor Wong.
The Fixer?
The Fixer. He has to have that title right now. He's on a run. Carl Narvaez confirmed the Aroldis Chapman story, which Buster Olney
that was funny.
Dude, Buster Olney, I don't think I've ever heard him so mad in his life. Went after John Boy like ridiculously hard.
John Boy. He attacked them John Boys.
The last episode,
John Boy.
The last episode of Baseball Tonight, he essentially called them like frauds and jokes, and it was like very harsh and very aggressive.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude, like because Jimmy essentially
Buster
said
only went after Jimmy and Jake.
Dude, it was wild. Like Jimmy was very aggressive. So apparently, when they were interviewing Aaron Boone, they asked
saw
him,
the clip.
Yeah, if he believed the story. Kind of seemed like Boone alluded to not believing it. Buster Olney was like, you guys need to get your facts right. You need to actually do some research and talk to people. I've had this confirmed by Alex Cora. I had this confirmed by Chapman, by Ramon Vasquez. It was wild. And listen, last episode, I was right there as well. I said I did not believe the story. Because if you go back to what Chapman did in the second half,
imagine Buster Olney just does 20 minutes just tearing T a new asshole.
It was crazy, bro. It was insane. But
research, you fuck.
If you go back to the second half of Pittsburgh, that's when his walk rate corrected, and he had ridiculous advanced metrics through the second half.
This dump was talking about me.
It was crazy. It was insane. Like he was. I've never heard Buster Olney so mad. But Connor Wong right now, he's fixing Aroldis Chapman. He's fixing Garrett Crochet.
He's riding hard.
Chapman. And he's Brian Bayo's personal catcher in the midst of a breakout season. It's Connor Wong's world and we live in it.
There's like one piece of context I do feel like we've all ignored about Connor Wong, and he had his job taken from him this year. Like he was the starting catcher last year. Had a good first half. No one on the team was really like that great in the second half.
They were platooning Casas at one point to get Connor Wong more at bats at first base.
Oh, I mean, they had him play in center field. Like I see why Devers was concerned. He was like, I saw what you guys did to Wong. Like you'll have me playing every position in no time. He had his job taken from him, and he really didn't do any. Like Narvaez just showed up and took his strong-armed his job.
Wong got hurt, like that's what kind of fed into
but like
it.
The talent was like leaning Narvaez the second he showed up, really. So that was like one of those things we often overlook when that happens to players. Like, man, why do they stink so much? It's like, well, A, they weren't that great to begin with, and B, someone stole their job. Like that's always hard. I don't care who you are, especially when you're a guy making minimum wage in major league terms, and then you have to go catch when you do play, and no one's happy to see you. So yeah, he's obviously not had a good season, but the Bayo and Chapman and now Crochet fixes. It's like, all right, Wong. I can't actively hate you if you're clearly helping.
He'll always have the Nate Eovaldi thing too. Nate Eovaldi loved throwing to Connor Wong. It was like the greatest thing he ever experienced in his life. Seriously, the way he used to talk about it.
Nate, so that 2018 World Series, man, like walk me through that. Like that's got to be the best baseball experience you've ever had.
Nope.
No, I actually got to throw to Connor Wong. So that every time I got to toe the slab with the Wong man behind the dish, that really every single time, it's kind of like having sex, you know. It's just that sexual chemistry. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I don't know. Sure. I don't know that I'm like eating my words on Wong. I feel like I say this every fucking time this happens. When you're bad, I'll say you're bad. And when you're good, I'll sing your praises. It's very simple. Like there's no like, oh man, this take didn't age well. Like, no, I just for what it was when it was, it stood up the test of time. And then a guy can turn his season around.
He also,
in this case, he's modestly decent at hitting, but I think he has had those around him come forward and be like, well, he's helped the team in a ton of other ways. Like he might not be hitting for power. He still has 0 home runs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He may not be hitting for any power or making any sort of offensive impact, but here's where he does impact the team in a positive manner.
He was also still just like bad defensively the last series we played. Like there's no eating your words when it comes to Connor Wong. He definitely is a better manager, I think, than player. Even now, like right now.
Maybe that's the guy you got to hire. I know Coley talked about that.
He's hired. He has a job.
He's hired.
Wong's defensive metrics, they've dropped off pretty significantly over the last couple months. He's 7th percentile blocks above average, 33rd percentile caught stealing above average. The only thing he does average is framing, which he sucked at last year.
I was going to say that he did improve there. Like the Bayo stuff's for sure real. Crochet fix, obviously real. The Chapman stuff, hotly debated between Buster Olney and Aaron Boone, but clearly had a positive impact on a pitching staff that needed it. And I also think part of Chapman's struggles in this third game, not to jump ahead, could have been catcher related.
I agree.
When we have our third string guy there.
I mean, I'll just be honest. This series, it kind of just happened. You know,
like, it was on the schedule and they played the games.
Yeah, I think like the only thing that I can really look back at on this series and be like, that will be something that we can look back on as a moment and a chapter or not a chapter, but like a piece of the 2025 Red Sox story is Connelly Early's debut, because that was fucking electric. I do kind of want to have a little bit of a back and forth with T on Early. I guess we can kind of just put a bow. Well, here's another talking point that I think we need to have, and that being game 1, Garrett Crochet, 7 shutout innings, no walks, 10 strikeouts. So how quickly we forget that when he went out there at Fenway in the game that Roman Anthony got hurt and he gave up 4 bombs, that immediately the discussion was he's fatigued, the innings, the this, the that, and should they manage him? Should they do this? His next outing, he's just like 7 shutout innings, 10 strikeouts. Shut the fuck up. Like that, like the fact that the follow-up conversation wasn't something to do with Crochet. It was kind of just like, oh no, that's just what Crochet does, right? We move on. Who's pitching tomorrow? Early? All right, cool. Like, I feel like the narrative was loud when he gave up the 4 home runs and the 7 earned. Sure. And then when his next start was just dominant, up your ass, throwing strikes, velocity high, swing and miss, it was just like, oh, no, all right, that's vintage Crochet. What do you want us to say? I want you to say that you were wrong. That's what I want you to say. I want you to say that, you sort of pointing to, he's never thrown this many innings before in a single season in his career. And, the Red Sox have to manage this and they have to build in these off days and yada, yada, yada. He's fine. Not only is he fine, he's back to dominating.
Well, there
was
a difference.
Anything from that outing that would lead you to believe that what I just said is not the case?
There's 2 things I would kind of point to that stood out about this outing. First off, the sinker percentage was up about 10%. He credited Connor Wong to helping him get that pitch back on track. So adding that into the mix.
Dude, Connor Wong just like, where would this team be without him?
Like Crochet got the mic and he was like, I'm going to talk about this. But I do think where you kind of turn your focus to is the amount of rest he got in between starts. And he got an extra day here. The last 2 starts, he did not get an extra day. And he essentially had said he hasn't felt like himself outside of the Yankees start over his last 5 for quite some time. But now we have another sample size. The last 2 starts that were on 4 days rest, he didn't look overly sharp. We know what happened against Cleveland. We talked about the Baltimore start, and we thought that line was deceiving. If Trevor Story doesn't bail him out defensively, that line looks a lot worse, and he's out of that game sooner. But we now have 9 starts on regular rest. He has a 3.41 ERA. That's like your typical 4 days. 20 starts on extra rest. It's a 2.20 ERA. Now, obviously, bigger sample size there, more to work with. But I do think seeing Garrett Crochet, clearly something clicked in between starts. But we see the benefit of him having that extra rest. And I do think for a guy who is 40 innings above his total from last year, that does mean something right now that is valuable. So yeah, I don't know. I just think that's something you kind of got to acknowledge when the ERA is, over a run higher.
I got a Stevie stats for you, Jerry. I think this applies.
Let me hear it.
Yeah, I think this applies to the conversation. Because I'm glad. No, it's not batting average. We're talking a pitcher here. I guess, opponent batting average could play. But no, we had this conversation about Crochet after his last start. Said I wasn't worried, but that's basically because of what he's done before when he gets shelled or close to shelled. He's had 4 starts this season of 4 earned runs or more. In the 4 starts following those starts, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned, 8.1 innings pitched, 1 earned, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned, 7 innings pitched, no earned. He shoves after all the starts that he does poorly in. And that's what an ace does. That's what a guy that you brought here to be your number 1 pitcher does. Was not worried about him being worn down, and honestly felt a little bit fluky too, because I still looked at that Jarren Duran play that he probably should have caught in left field. So the numbers on that start probably look worse than they really were. I don't want to let him off the hook because it was against the Guardians. You shouldn't be giving up 7 earned against the Guardians. But no, that's the thing with Crochet. It's if he has a stinker, you expect him to be great in the next start out. And I did see that, T. I noticed that quote too, where he was like, I haven't felt like myself for a while now. But that's another thing that I like about him, where it's like he's not even feeling fully like himself out there, and he can still give you 7 shut, or he can give you
with 10 strikeouts.
That's what I'm saying. It's like this dude, even not at 100%, either physically, mentally, whatever it is still one of the best pitchers in baseball, and that's the guy you want to start game 1 of the playoffs.
And it's the whiffs. He had 21 whiffs. Like he had 8 last start, and 8 alone were on the 4-seam fastball in this one.
And the A's aren't trash. They can hit
6th in OPS entering the series in all of baseball. And there's in Oakland's 2nd in park factor. It's Coors and then Sacramento.
And that's where the innings people, they had something there, but they were blaming it as it was like neglect on the behalf of the Red Sox.
Whereas you mean sending him out for an extra inning, Coley?
Huh?
Are you referring to them sending him out for the 7th?
No. I'm just saying the people who were saying, he has thrown all these innings. It's career high. Like he's losing it. He was dominating that Guardians game. That was what I was upset about. He dominated that Guardians game until that inning. And that inning came right after Roman got hurt, which also feels like it happened 3 years ago, not like one Crochet rotation ago. But Connor Wong, like I think it was more throughout the course of the baseball season, a pitcher, especially a big hoss, is going to lose some things mechanically here and there, still going to be good enough because of the stuff. But that was the thing Connor Wong had, why he was having him throw the sinker and why he was having him almost tweak his slider a little, where he was saying, hey, your hip's not following through all the way. Like mechanically, you're not getting across your body. You're leaving it a little bit farther back, which is leaving it in the middle of the zone where even a fuckface like David Fry can hit a home run. So that's Wong. And I don't believe he was catching that game, the Roman game. Am I wrong about that? Because if he's on the bench, that seems like something he could see, or it could be film work. But that's where I really tip my cap. Like we often talk about like pitchers tipping and like, why isn't anyone catching it? It's hard. So Wong being like, hey, you're not snapping your hips enough. You're not getting the ball on the outer half of the plate from where you're throwing it. That to me is where that's just average wear and tear over a season. That's not career high innings wear and tear.
It was Wong in that start.
Okay.
But if someone was going to see it, and it's hard. You can't alter mechanics mid-game. That's a very hard thing to ask.
No.
But if you were catching it, you're like,
idiot.
Yeah, if you're watching it happen, you're like, okay, I know what to tell you after the game. This is what we need to figure out over the next 5 days.
Or it was film work. Well, I didn't hear when Crochet said he came and told him that. Like that could have been a few days later. Like, hey, I rewatched the start, compared it to earlier starts. But that's a great catch, because if that was something that continued happening, if he didn't have one of his pitches and he wasn't finishing correct, that would have continued to be a problem.
Just want to point that out about Crochet, because it's kind of like what's that phrase?
Fuck him.
It's like, Ace. let your apology be as loud as the
disrespect
or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. We found it. But yeah, not that he needs an apology, but I'm just saying, like, if you're someone that thought, oh, this is it, this is the fall off, here it comes. Well, he just kind of shoved it up your keister there with 7 shot, 10 punchies. TS10 went deep in this one. The captain, Carlos Narvaez, went deep in this one. Romy added in some insurance. Breggy had some insurance. By the way, Bregman, there were 3 players who had 4 hits in this series, and Bregman was one of them. Duran was one of them, who has gotten plenty of criticism for not for not hitting well as of late, and then obviously TS10. But yeah, Red Sox win 7-0. It was an easy one. I feel like, more often than not, when the Red Sox score big for Crochet, he don't like that. Like he needs it to be close so that he can stay locked in. Very seldom do the Red Sox put up big numbies and he goes out there and shoves. He kind of needs that kick in the ass. Anyways, the middle game.
I do want to shout out Carlos Narvaez, who I do think deserves some recognition. We've talked about him playing on one leg. Last 15 games, he's hitting 298, 377, 574.
Yeah, I just checked. He's got 2.
Yeah, he's got 2.
He's limping out there. The fact that the bat has been this good at this point in time, this late in the season, with Connor Wong getting some more playing time, it means a lot to have Narvaez at least competent. Because we saw, at least for a month and a half, 2 months, he was essentially a nothing bat.
Style, but
yeah, can you squat with one leg? Is that like...
I don't know. You're just on your ass catching.
Can we talk about how crazy it is we're carrying 3 catchers? Because that needs to stop. That's a waste. Very wasteful.
Cora said, in Arizona, we've won 3 games because of this. That was his reasoning when asked.
Well, can't say that anymore, so...
Carrying 3 catchers is 1 games?
Yeah. Well, you go back to Carlos Narvaez in Arizona being able to pinch hit and some of the spots they've been able to put him in. Cora credits the ability to throw Narvaez in those spots because you can make an immediate move for another catcher. You're not compromising yourself. You can pinch hit Connor Wong. You can do some of these different things. You can use Narvaez as a pinch hitter, which, to his credit, when he's been put in games, he's either walked or come up with a hit in those spots. But yeah, Cora cited 3 games. He credited 3 wins.
I heard you mention 2 catchers, though.
He could just keep catching.
Well, that's it. So if you want to, Connor Wong gets pinch hit for, but you want to use Narvaez to pinch hit for someone else, guess what? Like, you can use Ali Sanchez as another way to get these guys through.
I'm all set.
I also see, like today, because of the Romy stuff, like Nate Lowe, lefty, and he to be fair, he hit that 550. I don't know why it didn't go out.
Yeah,
but like that was a spot where there wasn't another option because they had already used Narvaez.
Like in today's game, right? Like Carlos Narvaez goes in first. You're able to pinch hit him for Ceddanne Rafaela, and then Rob Refsnyder knocks him in. And then you're able, you can say Ali Sanchez maybe was the reason Chapman sucked. You can have
I think
argument.
he was just due for a bad outing, but it is interesting that it was the catcher he's never thrown to.
I don't know. I'm just, Cora's clearly liking it. I do think there's a conversation whether the roster spot could be used for someone who makes more sense. Who would it be? That would be more my question.
I completely agree, Tyler. And you know what else is crazy about what you just said is that I could taste the blue moon in my mouth while you were saying it. Yeah, born in a ballpark 30 years ago at Sandlot Brewery in Denver. No baseball day is complete without Blue Moon Belgian White. Blue Moon's bold flavor, bright explosion of color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer drinking experience, perfect year-round. And for those occasions when you want a lighter option, reach for Blue Moon Light at only 95 calories and 3.6 grams of carbs per 12-ounce serving. It's a refreshingly light alternative beer brewed with real tangerine peel. Looking for a great tasting non-alcoholic beer? Try Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic, still made with real Valencia orange peel and coriander with just 80 calories. Steve and I will be at Fenway for all 3 games this weekend.
All 3, baby. Very excited.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to have to do some moons on Friday at the very least.
Big time. Some Aura Moons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Ruth.
Yeah, shout out Ruth, man. Shout her the fuck out, man.
Mm-hmm. That was a good fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, T, you gonna have some moons this weekend?
Definitely. We're gonna be having probably way too many moons.
Yeah. Coley, you gonna have some birthday moons?
Oh yeah, I had them before the show.
Okay. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
Colin Jost, big moon guy.
Who?
Colin Jost. Tell him you need to know who Colin Jost is.
No,
he's not. He's like
Come
the
on,
15th
Jared.
most famous name. He said who to like that. Colin.
You
Jost
don't know who Colin Jost is? Come on now. You know who Colin Jost is.
No.
Oh,
I don't know why he would.
Colin Jost is everywhere, man. He's in commercials. He's married to Scarlett Johansson. Weekend Update on SNL.
ScarJo.
Yeah. Oh, big time. That was my first big crush was ScarJo. You got to know Colin Jost,
that can't be
Jared.
True. That can't be true.
Yeah, that's way too.
No, that's not. First one was Britney Spears. Yeah.
That makes
that also
sense.
can't be true.
No, that's definitely true.
Inspired by the beer you already love and available year-round, a wheat beer from Blue Moon with exceptional taste and only 95 calories, brightly brewed with real tangerine peel, tastes light and refreshing. Nothing compares to the great taste of a Blue Moon Light. Blue Moon made brighter. Get Blue Moon Light delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. There's no way. Oh, the SNL guy.
Yeah, there you go. You know Colin Jost.
He does the weekend update.
Boom. There you
Coley.
go. Coley.
Colin Jost has less Instagram followers than Jamiroquai.
I still don't know who Jamiroquai is.
That's what I'm saying. Like it is not as crazy to not know Colin Jost.
Yeah, but I do know who that is.
Yeah, you know Colin Jost,
you
right?
Literally
We're confirming.
Yeah. I didn't know what his name was. I know he's the weekend update guy on SNL.
I think he's better with faces. I don't think Jared's maybe great with celeb names, but you see, it's that guy. It's the guy that does the thing. Yeah.
I mean, you weren't there, Steve. When we did the mixtape live stream, we were watching the VMAs and I was sniping all the celebs and they didn't even know who we were watching. T?
Is that because of your new family situation?
No, it's all from earlier. It was like there was a man shaking ass out there. I was like, I think that's Ricky Martin. They're like, that's not Ricky. I was like, that
drilled Ricky.
That's Rick. I was like, I know Rick. That's Rick. And then he ended up getting the Icon Award, and it was Ricky Martin. And then a woman came out as a presenter. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Jessica Simpson. They're like, that ain't Jessica Simpson. It was Jessica Simpson. So it's not like I don't know every celebrity. I guess I struggle with the newer ones.
Yeah, those are of your era.
Yeah. But I know who Colin Jost is.
I saw you quote tweet the Paul Skeens answer, and I was like, this is a very Jared answer. So it made sense of I just do baseball and that's it. I'm paraphrasing. Yeah. That's essentially what he said.
Yeah.
But no, if you didn't know who Colin Jost was, I would have been pretty pissed.
No, I know who he is.
Okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Kieran Culkin.
Yeah, no, I don't. The middle game, also known as the Connelly Early game. Steven, did you say on the last episode that we had the same birthday?
Connelly Early? I don't know if did I say that?
I don't know. Someone in the chat said that you might have said it because I was like, oh shit, because my mom texted me on Just the Nuts and she was like, oh, Connelly Early shares a birthday with you, and I was like, oh, and then someone in the chat was like, Steve told you that. I was like, if he said that, I didn't hear it.
Oh, look at that. Shares a birthday. That might have been T. I don't remember saying it. No. I've said that somebody had your birthday. Actually, I did say that this year, didn't I? I didn't know if it was Connelly Early or if it was somebody else. Yeah, it was somebody else, right? It wasn't him.
I forget who it was, but it was someone else. I do fear.
That's going to drive me. Who was that? Who cares?
We didn't know Connelly Early was getting called up last show, right?
No. We had mentioned that he got scratched, but we didn't go beyond that. Because we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know Dustin May was injured.
He does have your birthday, though. So there you go.
Yeah, same birthday.
Mm-hmm.
4-3.
Who was that?
I don't know. I don't think it was someone that mattered, though. I just don't remember who it was.
Oh, they definitely matter.
They matter.
That's great.
It's going to be the most important person of all time, too.
Yeah.
We all matter. They matter like that.
Wow.
Everyone's the same.
Wow.
Oh, man. Anyway.
We're all special little snowflakes.
Yep. We're all here. We're all equal. Bada boop. Over to Jerry.
That's crazy. Anyways, Connelly Early. Maz tonight was asking me, like, did you know about this guy before he got called up? What did you know about him? And I was like, the only stuff that I knew about him was anything that Hunter Knoll said and anything the Sox prospect guy said. Like, he wasn't someone that I was doing independent, isolated research on. It was like if he came up while they were talking about him, I would listen, but I was never like, oh, who's this Connelly Early guy? Let me go like do a deep dive and see what the deal is here. I never did that. No. What's that look, T?
You pay attention to like the end of the show when I like shout prospects out or
Never,
talk about guys.
never.
Or even me and Coley, I feel like have mentioned Connelly Early a fair time.
T, as much as where the prospect guys on this program, those are the guys grinding.
Of course. Those guys.
Every level of game. They
different.
absolutely deserve the shout out.
No, but to act like we've never talked about Connelly Early on this podcast.
No, but it's different. It's a different way of talking about them.
Yeah, like I didn't say that you never brought him up or that I didn't, hear his name from you, but like, what are you going to tell me about him? You never fucking saw him pitch before he pitched for the Red Sox.
I had.
Tyler, you telling me you sat through a Connelly Early start with the fucking Sea Dogs?
I had seen one in Worcester on TV.
Okay.
Not bad.
All I'm saying is that he's been mentioned on this podcast.
I didn't say he wasn't.
Well, to be like, I never heard anyone say his name besides Hunter and Sox prospects is
unfair. That's not how he said it.
That
is exactly what he just said.
No, he didn't. Why don't you go fucking cite Chris Cotillo for another report that I broke?
Rewind it 10 seconds and you'll hear what he said.
He said, Maz asked him if anyone had if Jared had ever heard of him. And he said when those fellas really focused in on him, he was locked in. Not that it was never said on this program.
Yeah, I said I never did my own independent research on the guy.
But he's also, for this year's team, SP 13.
Yes.
Like what number
even a week ago
for this team?
The plan was Kyle Harrison.
Let's play a game. Let's try and name every starting pitcher that got a start for the Red Sox this year. Right. All right, so let's get rid of the easy ones.
We got to do
Crochet,
bullpen games.
We got Bayo. We got Giolito. We have Peyton Tolle. We have Connelly Early. Those are the 5 that are in there right now.
Doing it right now.
Dick Fitz. We have Hunter Dobbins.
Yeah.
We have Bernardino. We have.
Are we counting?
I'm not counting Bernardino. Go Walker Buehler just so we keep it at 8.
Walker Buehler. We
Tanner
have
Houck.
Cooper Criswell. We have Tanner Houck.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot he even made a start. Yep.
You're forgetting someone who recently got hurt.
No, he just said Coop.
No, he said Coop. Okay.
GJ, I counted him.
He was at the trade
Dustin
deadline.
May, 11.
Thank you.
Oof.
One guy faced the Red Sox today.
Huh?
Sean Newcomb.
Yeah. Good call, T. That's 12.
He made 5 starts here.
How many total?
12 games, 5 starts.
No. How many fucking pitchers are we trying to name?
13.
We're at 12. I called him SP 13. So if we're not counting Bernardino, which we shouldn't because he never went longer than an inning.
The last one was your breakout pick, or you thought he was going to have a big year.
I did.
I think we've said everyone if we're not counting Bernie.
And his elbow exploded.
Houck?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we've said everyone that doesn't include Bernie. Yeah.
So then if he's SP 13, then Bernardino does count.
Yes.
And honestly, I'm also counting Priester because he would have been ahead of him. He didn't start here, obviously.
Well, that certainly doesn't count.
No. But it was a guy who was ahead of him coming into the year, undoubtedly.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think there was a 2-month long stretch where we were saying, why haven't Connelly Early and David Sandlin been promoted to AAA? Like, I remember, I think it was Chris Hatfield who sent it to me during the podcast, and I was like pissed that I didn't see it during the pod. That was a big moment. Like, because a lot of people were calling for that promotion for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, Brendan Bernardino definitely counts. And
he counts. Yeah, he's made 3 starts.
If you want to count him, then Connelly.
You counted him. You said that Early was SP 13. That would mean that Bernardino counts.
If you want to count
I was taking a stab in the dark. Like where was his whereabouts? Like in all of this, and I honestly think it's closer to 15 because if you look at who they came into the year being like, how many guys do you have to leapfrog to be here right now, whether injury or trade or what have you? Because Cutter would be ahead of that. Like Sandoval would technically be ahead of that as he was supposed to be the trade. Like Tolle was probably behind him just because he was drafted. He wasn't supposed to do this either. Like it's remarkable that he did that and that had a career high at any level. I'm sure he did it at fucking Little League or something. But
does
11
my memory
punch-outs.
Fail me in this moment, but wasn't Cutter kind of cooked in spring training?
No, because they didn't give him surgery
until
like
because of a wrist injury.
I was under the impression in spring training it was going to be like a month or something like that. I didn't think it was going to be a whole season.
He had a knee issue that had popped up the prior season, elected not to have surgery over the offseason. Spring training came and went, never got strong enough, was targeting like May or June, and then the wrist injury happened while he was doing maintenance on his house.
Maintenance.
What he claimed.
Maintenance on the house. Done for the year.
Yeah, Cutter was supposed to be a factor.
What about Patrick Sandoval?
I said Patrick Sandoval.
There you go. The Red Sox did not expect this out of Connelly Early. Now, I think where you can say something to Craig and tip your cap is we know Connelly Early is what they wanted for Zach Gallen or Merrill Kelly, and they said no. They were willing to trade Brandon Clark. We mentioned it last episode. If Connelly Early ends up being a rotation mainstay throughout the rest of the year or into next year and the years on, there's justification. Now, Merrill Kelly has a sub-3 ERA, and the Rangers are surging. So you can make your argument if one would be better than the other. You know, Early was awesome, and he has secondaries. I think that will allow him maybe not to see some of the same struggles we're seeing from Tolle. But I don't know. And Jared, I will also add, if you had read my last article on the AAA arms, there is a note in there about who would be best suited in terms of a starter in the depth department right now.
Was your last piece not the Tolle piece? You did another one?
The one before that, the one that's pinned on my Twitter.
So no, you didn't send me that one. Yeah, you sent me the Tolle one. That's the only one you sent me in like the last, I don't know, 4 months. So didn't see that one. Sorry, you didn't send it to me. Come on.
Come on now.
Yeah, you know what my pin tweet is, T? You know what mine is?
No.
Section 10 night.
Oh, it's the new no, it's not. I changed it.
It's the merch.
Ooh.
It's the fucking merch drop. Yeah, section10merch.com. We dropped 3 hats. When I said 6 years, is that right? Is 2019 the last time we put out hats? Is that right?
It was 2019.
Yeah.
Yep. It's right after the World Series.
And I didn't realize we never had a dad hat.
No, it was more of a flat brim, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and it was like the what kind of material was it? Almost like it had holes in it. Am I right?
Mesh.
Perforated mesh. Mesh is a much better
There
word.
you go. Bang.
Yeah.
I didn't love the hat, if I'm being honest, in 2019.
No, it wasn't great. It wasn't ideal.
Yeah. It counted as a hat, but it wasn't really.
I never had that hat. That should tell you a lot.
Yeah. Coley doesn't have the hat. The hat probably sucks.
Yeah. We got a dad hat. We got a flat brim. We have a trucker hat. Section 10 hats are now as part of the new. Oh, you know what? I feel like, should I tell people?
What?
There's something we're going to be I haven't even told you guys this. I might be the only person to know about this item that's about to hit the store.
The dildos?
Do you want? No, don't say that.
Oh, sorry. Bleep that.
Yeah, that's going to be Valentine's Day.
Did Chris email us about it?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Section 10. Ooh, bathrobes.
Oh no. Wasn't that?
It's very
yeah. Like they're like, it's like laying on a fucking cloud. Just it's all fluff in your ass.
Just one of the most underrated items on the planet, I might add, is a bathrobe. Yeah. Nice and soft for your cheeks.
Yeah. We got a Roman Empire t-shirt. We got the Piglet t-shirt with the mustache on it. And a Fenway Airlines t-shirt with the plane upside down for the turbulent flight. That is the September drop. And the October drop for the playoffs. That's going to go stupid.
I was laughing at the concept of Fenway Airlines. If that was like a real airlines and their logo is just a plane that's upside down, like we'll get you there. Like sometimes it just goes upside down. Just don't even worry about it. It's the best deal you're going to get.
You're not going to die.
Yeah, come on. Don't worry about our logo. Like I understand the plane's upside down, but like you'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah,
the hats, the timing on the hats is perfect. It's just perfect. And I know a lot of people asking about if the stuff's going to get there by Section 10 night. What was the answer, Jerry?
No, it's a pre-order because like
I
have to pay for the production costs. So like we do like a pre-order for like a week, gauge the interest, and then we order whatever it is, like 50% more than the orders that came in. So that like that's pretty much how we're gonna have to do it. Like we're gonna have to like do pre-orders and then go based on the demand. So the more people buy, the more we'll make. And Yeah, we will. So I did get the answer. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do a merch table at Section 10 night at Fenway. We will have a merch table at the House of Blues.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we can do a merch table at the House of Blues, but we can't do a merch table at Fenway because of like Airmark or some shit.
Yeah, I kind of figured that wasn't going to be able to happen, but House of Blues works.
I thought for sure we could sell Section 10 stuff, but it was like, oh, you can't sell like anything that's not brand related.
Classic Airmark.
What if I wear like, you know, those people who sell counterfeit watches, they get the big trench coat. What if I wear one of those and I just get a bunch of
you just walk
shirts
around.
taped to me?
I could do 100 layers.
That'd be very funny. You got to peel a layer off T to get your
rip the shirt off me.
Yeah, he
biggest
just
fellas in the front for how stretched out that one is.
He's got like a laminated menu of all the shirts that we have, and it's like, I'll take a 2X, and you just start stripping. It's like, all right,
he's just standing there like this.
Yeah.
See it on the mannequin.
Yeah, there's got to be a way.
That might be a good wheel, Jerry. That might be a good wheel punishment.
Ooh.
Just put on
a layer
as many shirts as you can.
Am I allowed to listen to this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Anybody could get this.
I saw people commenting things, and some of it I could put together, some of it I couldn't. I don't know what you guys were planning that was going to happen to me, but
it was going to happen to me. Yeah. So before we move on from Connelly Early, what were you more surprised about? The fact that he hit 97 late into his start, or the fact that he punched out 11?
11 in 5 innings. I mean, that was the top thing that stuck out to me. I'm looking at the K counter and I'm like, wait, he's probably going to go 5 and, match the career record or whatever, the Red Sox all-time record for a debut strikeouts. Like, that's easily the top thing that stuck out to me. I mean, the top thing that stuck out to me was his cleats, honestly. I didn't see that guy. You don't normally see like the, USA flag cleats on whatever, September 9th, but it's like, oh, okay, he's a West Point guy. I did not know that. Again, I learned about these guys way later than UT or Coley. Like, I find out about these guys when they're up in the big leagues for the most part. But no, I thought he was, composure was great. That was probably one of the top things that stuck out. Insanely antsy in the dugout. I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher that's that ready to go back out again and like, all right, guys, just get out so I can go then strike those guys out. That's kind of what his mentality was. But no, he had everything under control. And that situation was the 4th inning where he gets bases loaded there, 1 out. Yeah. I wasn't even that worried about it, which is really probably says a lot for a rookie pitcher. It's like, you know what? I bet he gets out of this. Or I thought maybe a sac fly or whatever. No, strikeout, boom. He's in the dugout. That was very impressive. But 11 Ks in 5 innings is crazy. Like I would love to see the innings pitch for the other guys that are on that list. I can't think they're all, 5 or anything around there.
Don Ass definitely went all 9.
Yeah, that was the first thing I saw. I was like, oh, Donnie Ass. Like, come on, man. That's who he tied.
He went a full 9.
Wait, what?
Complete game.
Don Ass.
Yeah, Don Ass
is the guy he tied, right? He also has 11.
How do you spell that?
AASE. Ass.
Yeah,
it's Aussie, right?
Donnie Ass.
It's Donnie Ass. Donnie Ass. Yeah.
Donnie Ass.
Mm-hmm. Connelly Early. That's also a tough one. I don't know if you had this team. You probably typed his name out a million times with the tweets you're putting out there, but it would make it Connolly every time, and it was driving me nuts. It's an interesting name. I've never seen that name before.
The only time all my other tweets were nails with the E, but once I got on Just the Nuts, I started doing it with the O because I was trying to cap on my phone while talking and being active. But I ended up figuring it out. For me personally, I think the thing that stood out the most, yes, the velocity holding pretty well, but adrenaline pumping, it's his first start. That's something you're going to question in the starts that follow. The 19 whiffs, more whiffs than any other Red Sox starter in a single game this year, except Garrett Crochet, who's done it 5 times. But like, that's the kind of bat missing stuff where you sit there and you say, holy shit. And we had heard so much about the changeup. Connelly Early's changeup plays. It's nasty. It didn't even have the most whiffs out of, all his secondaries. He had 6 on the curveball. That thing was playing, and you start talking above average changeup, an average to above average fastball, 94 to 96, and he has a lead extension. If he's with Garrett Crochet for an offseason and he puts on another 20 pounds, which is what I think separates him from a Shane Drowan, who is 6'3", 175. We look at Connelly Early at getting up to 195. He has an extra 20 pounds. All right, he's able to hold velocity like Drowan hasn't been able to over the years. If the curveball is about to take another step forward, holy shit. Like, you're talking about a guy with real secondaries that are developed and a good fastball from the left side, even if it isn't Tolle's. That's a guy who can probably give you more going through a lineup multiple times right now. That's just the reality.
Another thing I wanted to add with Early is like, how many debuts have we had this year? We've had so many of these MLB debut moments with like the family and the crowd. Jeremiah's probably super used to this at this point. He's like, all right, another debut family. I got this like the back of my hand. I know how to do these. I love these moments. I'm not even going to rip Nesson. I think cutting to the family all the time is good because you get that raw emotion. You get to kind of experience it, through their eyes and how they're going through that whole first outing. But I just can't remember over the course of a 162, especially for a team that matters. You get a lot of these for teams that suck, where it's like, all right, here you go. You're technically in the major leagues, but we're not making the playoffs. We blow. Like, these are guys making appearances and making big impacts on a team that needs it, that desperately needs it. And Cora referenced that in the post game. He's like, whether it's the positional players you guys talk about all the time, these pitchers are coming up and they're ready. They are ready to perform at this level. And he had given Early a hat tip, too, of like he had a plan for all these guys.
I love that.
In the A's. That got me going. I was like, he already had a game plan for all these dudes and he's making his debut. I'd just be worried about, not fucking up and just trying to like be there ready to roll. But that was
crazy.
Cool.
What happens when a guy knows he's got a couple days before he gets called?
Yeah, it definitely helps when he's not like needing to do that in the car. Yeah, he's like, he's driving, he's in traffic. Like, all right, who's hitting third? Like, let me plan.
Yeah, like I give the Red Sox a lot of credit for how they handled this, but you're right, Steve. My favorite thing about this team is how young it is, and it's not like we talk about the guys who probably shouldn't have even been here, like Connelly Early, but organizationally right now, everyone is itching to get to the majors and compete, and that's infectious. We heard it a lot with Xander and Mookie and Benintendi and that crop. It was just like, yeah, every guy got graduated. We wanted to join them. That's very clearly, Jared.
Mookie actually wanted to get sent back down after he got called up in 2014.
Like immediately, right?
Yeah, in 2014, he came up. The Red Sox were in last place. All the veterans were miserable. And he was like, I feel like I'm not allowed to have fun up here. Can you actually? I think Torey Lovello was the bench coach, maybe.
Was Worcester competing that year?
I don't remember, but I just know Mookie went to Torey and was like, you need to send me back down. I don't want to be here.
That's hilarious.
But the point remains that all the guys were like pushing each other at that point, and they clearly are now. And I give like Roman and Marcelo, guys who've been there, Marcelo especially, the longest, who have been all major league players the whole time mentally. I think that's been huge for the organization.
Were Roman and Salo just hanging out with fucking
they were with
Mark
Tommy
Wahlberg?
Yeah, Tommy G and Maki Mak.
Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
They were just in the North End. Weirdly enough, I saw that picture and I was like, oh, he's back for the playoffs. Like, he's having Italian in North End right now. Like, he's ready to go. This guy's fine. He's not hurt.
That has to be the biggest compliment, though, what Cora said after the game to Craig Breslow. To, like, sit there and someone saying, like, look at what the pitching pipeline is. Look at these guys that are coming up. And Connelly Early, he was a Heimblum pick, 5th rounder, same draft as Kyle Teal. They were teammates. But he's one of those guys. The velocity made a significant jump coming into this year. A guy who was sitting 91 to 92. Were they teammates
in college?
Yes.
Yeah, Virginia. Remember T came on the nuts last night and was like, that would have been so sick if he was throwing a Teal.
No, the realest thing is, I don't think Jared listens to a single thing I say, ever. I'm starting to truthfully 100% believe
Bitch, where do you think I got that from?
I don't know.
You
didn't know it came from me.
Well, yeah, I guess not, but I still retained it. I still retained the information.
He did hear it. He forgot it was you, but at least he heard it from you.
You need to understand, I have been in this closet for fucking 24 hours. I did just the nuts for 5 fucking hours last night. Woke up, did BID for 2 hours, did the baseball hour remote in here, and then I'm going to do the 10 for another 9 hours in here tonight.
Hey, we're on pace for sub 2. It's all good.
We're on pace, but I'm just saying, since just the nuts started last night, I've pretty much lived in this closet.
That's why you're the GOAT.
You just had to.
I'm not the GOAT. I'm not the GOAT.
I don't agree with that pace prediction.
No, I know. I was just saying that to encourage him. Yeah,
well, yeah,
sure.
It's a catch-up. It's a catch-up show too. So
it's
gonna
be.
We're still a good 9 hours away from landing the plane.
Here at Fenway Airlines. Yep.
The problem with the him not retaining that is because when you said it, he immediately was like, I don't give a fuck about Teal. We got Garrett Crochet. Like that was his immediate answer. And he's right. Like that is better. I'd much like, and Teal's been
so
great.
Much better.
Just not icon Kyle Teal, but
yeah, true.
Yeah, he liked our Connelly Early post. I forget that these guys follow the 10 when we interview them. Like we build that relationship, and then they just still keep following the stuff to see their buddies then get called up.
Well, Teal loves the nuts too because he was the first player to hit a home run.
The first nut,
right?
Yeah, just the nuts.
Jovi.
Yeah, you got a big time Jovi. But yeah, I think. To whoever, because see, I don't know who fucking said it. My brain's fried. To whoever said that it's cool that the team is so young and hungry to get up to the big leagues, I agree. I think it's really. Who was that? T?
Steve and I. It was Steve and I.
Little combo. I lobbed it to him. He dunked it. It was great. It was a cool moment.
Yeah. Whoever said that, I agree with it.
Fuck yeah.
It is.
We're on lockstep.
Oh, that's big birthday compliment there. That's huge.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to Coley, man. It's his birthday today.
Can I note my one and complaints probably in the night, not the right word. Concern is that they're gonna look at how well these pitchers have performed and be like, we're not fucking signing one.
Oh, I do think that's a fair thing to be worried about.
Yeah.
It's just. You can.
There's no counter to that. That's
you can talk yourself into Connelly Early. Like I think is a mid rotation guy, right? Like let's be real, he was never a top 100 prospect. Most people have projected him as a back end starter. Richard Fitz, fringy fifth starter. Hunter
Swing
Dobbins
guy,
feels like
guy.
a number 4, number 3, depending on how high you are on him. I think what you need is upside in all reality, especially if you take Giolito out, and that's where Dylan Cease, Michael King. Yeah, I think Tolle factors in, but I'd still, expecting him to be a number 2 starter.
G1.
Luis Perales coming off Tommy John. Let's see what it looks like. He'll be down in the Arizona.
Then you got Kyson, and then you've got Phillips. Like if they're escalating guys quickly, they were talking about it during the game today. Lou had they had the list of guys from last year's draft who've been called up league wide this year. It's becoming more of a thing. Like, and Kyson Witherspoon, the second he was drafted, the Oklahoma manager was like, "Oh, he'll be up in the majors next year."
Yeah, I would never give like the expectation, and he's someone who could move fast, but I would never expect anyone to follow the rise of a Peyton Tolle. And I'd also say this year is why you see the depth you need to get through a season. The Dodgers last year, you shouldn't take shortcuts there, especially if you need to repurpose Rafael Devers' money.
No, I'm in agreement with you. Like,
I think it's a fair worry, though. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how they handle this offseason. I'm not, and like even like Joe Ryan trade stuff like that. I'm not just saying sign people, but like add to the pitching staff. I think they'll look at it and be like, the plan's working, and I'm not even disagreeing with that. Let's just keep riding this. We feel like we have enough horses with high upside here.
Maz asked me an interesting question tonight about, if you were to go into the postseason today, obviously you're going to have your Crochet, your Bayo, your Giolito, but then like, who'd you give the ball to in game 4?
Right now, for me, it would be Connelly Early.
It would
some
be
form of
after one outing.
Yeah, it's tough. Because then we said Tolle after his first outing.
Like Tolle
but there's a
an
massive difference.
Debut.
There's a massive difference.
In what stuff?
The Pirates are the worst offense in the sport. The A's are a top 6 team in terms of OPS. That's a massive thing that should be included.
It's still
in that
one
combo.
start. It's still one start.
But I look at Connelly Early. His secondaries are further along than I think Peyton Tolle's are right now. I don't think that's really even something to debate.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But don't you think that his debut was aided by adrenaline? Wouldn't you want to?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want
I would look at him as 4 or 5 and
starts to be like, what do you look like when you don't have big league debut adrenaline running through your veins?
It's gonna be playoff debut adrenaline, though. Wouldn't that be the same thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe even better.
But like, I did like how he was talking to himself too, because it wasn't like psycho. All right, this guy's got to calm down. But he was like hyping himself up, keeping himself composed. Like I don't disagree with T, but I think Tolle's upside, because Also, yeah, it's his first start. The A's have no fucking book on this guy. As good as they are, they have no idea what he's about to go do. They can, of course, they have access to shit, but I'm sure they weren't grinding a ton of like the hitters. They weren't like, oh, we got to grind tape for this Connelly Early start.
I just think, like, if you're looking at Tolle versus the Pirates versus Early versus the A's, like, those are just offenses on completely different tiers. You can't go from the worst offense in the sport to an offense that's been top 6 or 7 in OPS. Like, no, but to me, that's something that's a very important factor in all this, along with what we've seen Tolle the last 2 outings, including today. Like, early maybe 5 innings and 3 earned and get through and go and do it. I just think at this point, he's more of a pitcher. He's someone who can work through that lineup multiple times.
In that scenario of needing the 4th starter, like, they're not going to be expected to go that deep anyway. So, like, the next guy's already going to be ready to go after that regardless. So it's not like this guy's going to show up and go 6. Yeah, it could be both of them, honestly.
And Kyle Harrison, and you fuse them.
Well, yeah, I would pitch all 3 of them. That's it. Simple. Done.
Like,
next game.
It would just be a combo of like game 2 and 3 in this series of who's pitching. Like, there's your game 4 guy. All those dudes.
I go early to start because, like T saying, I do think he has the best pitch ability, so he can just be like a true starter. Tolle comes in just throwing gas. They're like, "What the fuck is that?" And then you slide him, Harrison.
It was funny in the broadcast because Lou had said, like, I think OB led with, well, you know who's going to be your postseason starters. Like, you got those 3 guys, and they're going this weekend. Lou was like, oh, well, you're going to need a 4th. You know, you need a 4th there. And he's like, oh, well, not for the wild card series. Like, they'll have this will happen occasionally over the course of 162 where, like, Dave's like, you ain't going to show me up here, but I'm going to very subtly say, like, nope, I know that. I'm aware of that, but it's the wild card series I'm talking about here. But that did get me thinking of this topic where it's like, damn, they would need a game 4 guy if they get past that first series, which would likely be against the Yankees. And it's going to probably have to be one of these dudes. But that's also so far down the road that I'm not super worried about it. That to me falls in that quote of Alex Cora. It's not really super far down the road. I understand that's like what? It would be a month away probably, or a little less, like 3.5 weeks.
Less. Yeah.
But my point being, you would still learn a decent amount from now until then to know who that guy would be. That saying it now after this dude made 1 start is a little premature.
Yeah.
Just what are your alternatives?
You don't have any.
That's it.
Well, also,
if you had better alternatives, it's a different conversation. You don't. That's part of the failure of the trade deadline.
To be fair, we don't know that the MLB will allow us to use Early. If what we were talking about last night was true and they have to appeal the MLB to allow him to even pitch in the postseason, that may not even be an option.
Yeah, off an injury. I was trying to read through that today, and I was hoping someone smarter than me would come out and be like, oh, no, like, you don't have to worry about it. And I've yet to see that. Yeah, that would definitely factor in 100%. I read the rules on MLB.com like 3 different times, and it was like one of those things where I was like, I think I get it, but I'm not sure if I truly get it. I
don't see why the MLB would not allow it.
Yeah, it feels like, as you said, if you follow procedure, you're there. What's your better? Who would you guys pick to start game 4? Because right now,
it's just TBD right now.
Yeah, him and Tolle have the same amount of good starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just different. I'm not arguing against one or the other. I think I could sit here and say, you know, Early looked great in his debut. Like, what if he goes out there and goes an inning and 2/3 his next time out and gives up 7 earned runs on 10 hits? Like, what? Could then happen. What? Yeah. You know, then it's like, what? Then you have to go to, well, whose stuff do you like more? And I think Peyton Tolle's fastball is more electric. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, you're kind of up against it. You're going to get what? 2-3 more starts from Early?
I mean, yeah, you'd get 3. We're basically talking about something that is almost literally a month from now, like exactly a month from now. I'm not even saying that as a bad thing. I'm just saying you're going to likely have that span, and these guys are going to know that too. They're not dumb. Like, they'll know I got to, you know, try out for this start, basically. And that's a huge opportunity. In your first year, you could go out there and have a big playoff start for the Red Sox. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not even first year, but just like first season, whatever. It's not even going to count as your rookie season, but like having that situation this early in your career, which would likely be at Fenway if it's a game 4, because you'd be going to the road in the DS. That's huge. That's a big opportunity, and they're going to be, you know, rehearsing for that in the next 30 days.
I think one of the reasons we saw Tolle use the way he was today was to see what it looks like. 2 innings, go out there. Can you go 3? Can you get through the order? We saw today he could not.
I root for him more than most.
I love Peyton Tolle.
Like, he gives
Peyton
up the
Tolle
homers.
Has a higher ceiling. A higher ceiling than Connelly Early. It's just at this point in time, who's the more mature pitcher? And I think Connelly Early is the more mature pitcher. That's all.
He's got time to show you. He's got to show more than one start, but
for sure.
I know what you're saying, like where he's at with his arsenal. I get that, but it's still like if he can.
He made more starts at AAA, and Connelly Early's numbers at AAA are just as good as if you go and look at Peyton Tolle's.
It's like a 12K per 9, like 11.9K per 9. Like
he made 6 starts at AAA. It's a 283 ERA, a 305 FIP, 11.3K per 9, a 3.5 walk per 9.
So he'd be facing the A's again. I think that would be his next start, which is good and bad because now they're going to have a book on him and face him immediately a week later. The Rays in Tampa, and then the Tigers, who are playing for nothing. So we'll see what we learn in those. If he gets those 3 starts, that's what he would be lined up to get. We'll see what we would learn in that stretch. But facing a team you just face, who knows how that goes?
Could the Tigers be playing for a bye?
Like they could be. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, them and the Jays are like tied. I think record wise, they're right around there. So yeah, there could the 1 seed would be on the line if they're trying to get that. Jerry.
Yeah, the Jays are a half game back at Detroit for the best record in the American League.
Okay. So yeah, you're not the only person I hear say that. No, like I understand they've got their division super locked up.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't hate the week off or the however long off if I'm fighting for it. So we'll see.
I'm pretty sure if Crochet starts the first game of the wild card round, he will not be on even regular rest for game 1 of the ALDS.
It would be Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday.
How many days
Friday,
are in September? 30?
Saturday. Mm-hmm. He'd be lined up for game 2.
Yeah.
Of the DS.
That's where you need a game 4 starter.
Yeah.
Unless you win 2.
Unless you win, the first 2.
Yeah, if you win 2, then you just throw Giolito that first game.
Exactly.
I will say, just in doing
just
like
do that, dude. Just sweep.
It's not that hard. Looking
fuck?
at the standings and trying to do more of a deep dive, it is eye-opening that the Sox, they're 2 games back of the best record in the American League. Like that's I know we've looked at the AL East, and I have said a million times that they're not going to win the AL East, but they're 2 wins behind the number 1 team in the entire league, which is kind of absurd with 15
3
left. 2 wins, right?
In the column, but it's 3 games back.
Tigers won 84.
Okay, it hasn't updated with the 84 yet, but still 3 wins back of the number 1 team in the American League.
You can do this with every team. I'm sure of it. Obviously, we don't follow the other 29 as closely as this one. The amount of games we fucked off this season, like we could have like a 10-game lead in the AL with a 500 record. In those
just win
games.
Some away extra inning games, and you're golden.
Just,
the 1-run loss is the first.
Yeah, the 1-run loss.
Win a few more games on the fucking road. Don't they have a losing record on the road?
1 game under, right? Yeah,
losing record. I mean, I feel like that's been the separator. I mean, obviously they've played great at home, but I mean, if you even played just a smidge less slapdick ball on the road, then it's like, what are we talking about?
It's also why today's loss is annoying. Not because it's like, oh, we need the 1 seed or anything like that. But even when you were like, oh, this game doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. In the grand scheme of the season, it doesn't. But for where they're at in the season, for how bad the Arizona series just was, this would have given us an above 500 record on this trip. And then the way they lost it, like Slayton, I can't do it. The rest, like I understand there's talent there. He has not helped you win baseball games since mid-April at this point. Like I don't know what's going to switch at this point. He hasn't an out pitch all year. He does that. And by the way, and I know Jerry, your hands up and we'll get to you. He gets a hold. Do I read this? Did I read this correctly?
Yeah,
he gets a hold for that, and Steven Matz gets a blown save. Those stats are utter woke nonsense, and I'm done with them. Get them out. Get them out right now. Thing. Jerry?
I did not say that today's game didn't matter. There's just not much that I can take from it. Like game
the Slayton
1
thing, I think you could take from.
Sure. I
People
guess
are talking about him like he's our most important righty reliever.
Tyler does that. I think that the general, I guess, overlook is that they desperately need a right-handed reliever to step up.
Sure, that's a better way to
phrase it. It's not going to be Slayton, it looks like. No. But yeah, from like the first game, you took out you could take from it the Crochet performance coming off a really bad one, his worst one as a Red Sox. The second game, you could obviously take Connelly Early, is this a breakout guy? Like, I mean, it's one start. Let's not overreact. But that one start was very, very, very good. And then from this game, it's like, am I going to be like, oh my God, like Aroldis Chapman, he gave up the game. It's like, am I going to be like, oh, should we start worrying about, like, no, like there was not a lot to take from it other than, I guess, to your point, Slayton, since returning, has not looked like a guy that you could put into a high leverage situation come playoff time. I'm not doing it.
No, it's that coupled with Dave Hamilton. This is the second time in the last 3 weeks he's been thrown out in a big spot. It may be safe.
That call could have gone either way.
He looked out to me. Yeah,
that call could have gone either way. It was so bang bang, but like that's why I think if he was called safe on the field, they're not overturning it.
Sure,
like, there was not enough to be like,
But now Chapman's pitching with a lead. If Narvaez was still getting that walk, to T's point, maybe that wasn't even being recorded, but to T's point, like he can draw a walk. He was going to get on. We all pretty much trust Narvaez.
He's hit 400 as a pinch hitter this year.
But yeah, so it would have been first and second with Rob up. And that just feels like there's 2 runs right there. And now it's the lead instead. So that was very frustrating that all happened. A bat at bat from Jaron there at the end of the game too. Like just absolutely nothing for you. Like that's, I don't know. There were a couple of things where I look at it and I go, I can't completely throw this game away. That would have been a big time win where these wins matter. So they're so amplified right in this second.
Yeah. Duran's getting bullied with breaking balls up and in.
It's tough.
Dude, they know he can't hit it. He swings at it every time.
And he's sweet. He loves to swing, which I appreciate. Like, don't go up there and Carlos Beltran it against the fucking Cardinals. Like, go up there, go down swinging. And Jaron's not going to go down looking. I can promise you that.
David Hamilton has such a big lead for me this year in terms of just pissing me off. Of like anyone on this roster, he's just drives me nuts basically every time I see him. Like he did the Ichiro bunt again. He tried to he had first and second, no outs, and he's doing the drag bunt thing. And credit to Lou, he pointed it out immediately. But I never want to assume what the team is telling a player. You gotta think they told him after San Diego, brother, just get the ball down, man. Like it can't be that hard.
He did it. Yeah, he did it last
like
time he was
days
asked.
ago, 9 days
Exactly.
ago.
And he did the normal form and he wasn't like tailing out or anything.
Not that out of my
He's like, yeah. So he just assumed they told him for that one time, like, all right, thank God I'm done with that because I'm trying to do this slide fancy bunt thing that never works for some reason. But him getting thrown out, it wasn't a great jump either. And then he has the ball in his glove. He wasn't able to turn the double play because he couldn't get the ball out of his glove. It's a lot of little things with David Hamilton that he's not good at. And when you're a player that isn't, a remarkable, blow anyone away outside of his speed type of player, you got to be good at the little things. And he just isn't.
On the Justin Slayton front, I do feel like people forget like how he was viewed the first month of the year. I even went back. I wanted to see what the tweets were. And like some crazy tweets from people on this show about Justin Slayton at the end of April. I'm just going to say.
Like what?
I was not comfortable with Justin Slayton closing games entering the year, but now I'm more than comfortable with it.
Who said that?
Coley. That was Coley. But you even go back to...
curveball was playing, and then he just no
he
longer
pulling tweets up to be like, I'm going to roast you.
No,
in a dime, he just stopped being able to get swing and miss.
Yes,
like that happened
I don't think I had any tweets like that.
The conversation about Justin Slayton in the first month of the season was, hey, if he needs to close and you need to use Chapman anywhere else, I'm more than comfortable with him doing it. I feel like acting like Justin Slayton was some, random thing that happened last year that no one believes in anymore. He is a high leverage arm. He's not right. He came back from this rehab assignment quickly, and he wasn't missing bats the first month of the season. Just going back, it was a 8.1 K per 9, but what has changed? At that time, he had 1.8 walk per 9. His command since he's come back is garbage. Everything is middle of the zone, and that's where he's getting hit hard. And then you saw him get scared against Lawrence Butler today, where he just no competitive pitches in the zone to load the bases because he knows everything is getting hit right now. In that first month, it was a 3.60 ERA. It was one blow-up outing against Baltimore on March 31st. Everything else, he was getting the job done. There's a streak here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 straight outings without even giving up a hit. I think people forgot that streak when that was going on. And he had a 194 FIP at that time. So I don't know. I'm not here to crap on Justin Slayton, but I do think getting him right is essential for you because you need another right-handed arm you can depend on. And Jordan Hicks fell through the floor. It is Justin Slayton, and that's why they were so aggressive with him coming back. It's just he hasn't been the same guy since. And what made Slayton special when I called him baby Chris Martin last year, he dotted the fucking baseball. You're not dotting it right now. The cutter's the middle of the zone, and if he throws the curve, it's down the dick. Jared?
Was it this year or last year that Slayton was like pitching late in games and he was like talking to himself and
this year?
Like,
that was this year. This year, yes. Which is part of that whole
Toronto
streak.
In my head.
He was throwing that hammer curve that T was like jizzing himself over.
Everybody was jizzing over it.
No,
I was jizzing a little bit.
When I sent that tweet, it was fresh off the month previous argument about like who could be next up.
Yeah.
If no one can actually grab this closer job. And I had been more of a Guerrero guy who wasn't even healthy at that point. And so I was saying like, no, if he's going to keep pitching like this, like, yeah, I'd be comfortable with him getting any inning. And then almost probably as soon as I hit send, he just stopped getting swing and miss from anywhere. I know what you're saying with the K per 9, but that was the story. If you go back, him talking to reporters saying, I don't have an out pitch right now. And he hasn't recovered from that. I also can't say, like, I understand the rehab stint was short. They had been poking and prodding this guy for months trying to figure out what was wrong with him until they finally found the thing. So I'm not saying get him off the team, DFA him. Like I'm calling him Hicks, obviously, because he's pitching as poorly as him right this second. I think he's going to be bad forever.
No, and that's all I'm saying. I was like, there were a lot of people when Garrett Whitlock hit that bump in May that were like, Garrett Whitlock's not that guy. He's like, you can't depend on him like that. And then all of a sudden, guess what? He got right and he dominated the last 3 months. Relievers are volatile. We understand that. You have to hope these guys get back to who they are. And that's what you're trying to do with Slayton. And just like I didn't write Whitlock off in May when he was going through it, guess what? It paid off because he's been the second best reliever on the team. And if you go back to July 1st, has the second lowest ERA in baseball, only behind Aroldis Chapman in terms of relievers.
The difference is there's 16 games left right now.
Yes, and that's what you got.
That's where it's like, I don't think there's enough time for him to figure out what's been plaguing him since pre-injury. Because what we were told when the neck thing happened, when they were like, oh, we found it, he's good. And he looked better in Worcester. Wasn't he gassing like 3 up, 3 down?
The first outing was good, and then the other ones were like, meh.
So that's where it's like, I understand they're searching for a right-handed arm. But to your, like, where's Big Oob, Jerry?
I agree. I would love
Tyler
to
Uberstein. Keep going.
The point about there's not enough time to fix Slayton. And again, this was a horrible comparison that was made a few weeks ago. But comparing Jordan Hicks to Joe Kelly, it's happened before where there's been a reliever who at the very like Jordan Hicks has never been good. Like he's just not good. I don't know how he got paid as much money as he did, and he wasn't even a starter when they basically paid him on what they projected him to do as a starter.
He cost Clay Holmes money because of how mediocre he was.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm done with Jordan Hicks, and I think the Red Sox are too. But to the Joe Kelly comparison line of thinking, would it shock me at all if by the time the postseason rolls around, it's like, well, we have no confidence in Justin Slayton, and then he goes out there and I guess embraces the atmosphere and the environment and figures some shit out, and it's just more crisp and he's more locked in. I don't know, because I was gonna ask you, T, like what's like the data say? Like if you look at his numbers from April and when everyone was jizzing over his breaking ball and everything else, is it as simple as the injury derailed him, or is there a difference in spin? Is there a difference in velocity? Like, is there a difference in horizontal break? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, there is a difference in velocity. Today, his 4-seam fastball was down 1.7 miles per hour.
Oh, so okay. He's cooked.
He's maxing out at 95. We've seen when Justin Slayton's been right, it's at the higher 90s now.
Right.
They excuse that early on because of the short rehab assignment. As you get more outings out there, you start to sit there and say, all right, the stuff isn't quite what it was. To his credit, a year ago when he had lesser stuff, he was able to still be very good as workloads caught up to him and those different things. So I think with Slayton, it's one of those things you got to keep trying to let him figure it out at least a little bit longer. And the truth is, if you can't get him right for the bullpen, you're going to have bullpen problems in the playoffs. That's just what it is. So I'm willing to let Slayton keep getting these shots. The biggest thing is command. Everything is down the middle. Look at it all. Like he's just not putting the ball where he used to. And Slayton used to pinpoint it, man. He could really place it where he wanted to. Cutter, curveball, it's all middle, and teams are jumping on it. So the stuff's not as crisp, and the command is garbage right now. That's the way I would describe it.
Garbage. Well,
even his horizontal break today, it was down 2 inches on the season on the sweeper.
I don't know. That's a guy to me that, because of the rehab and all that, it wouldn't shock me if like his last outing of the season, like he's pitching against the Tigers in that final series, and it's like, oh shit. Okay. All right. Is that the old Slayton? Like, I don't know. It wouldn't.
I could weirdly see him on the mound when they're in Toronto and like clinch a playoff spot. And since they've used Chapman, they then go to Slayton and he has a really good outing. He's still going to matter for this team likely at some point. I understand, Cole, you're right. Like there's 15 games left. There's not a lot of time, but I'd kind of be stunned if he just big time stinks the rest of the way.
I have not lost my confidence in Slayton. I think we can objectively look at what it's been since he's come back, and it's not good.
Sucks.
But I haven't lost my confidence in him because of the circumstances. With Jordan Hicks, you look at it and you're like, this guy is not good. It's just, it's bad. And the Red Sox agreed and said, you're injured. And that's it. And we're not going to see you again. With Slayton, it's like, okay, like keep working, keep tweaking, keep going out there and getting the reps in and try and figure out what's wrong, because it wasn't that long ago that you were electric, and let's try and get back to that. I don't think that you can tinker in October, but there's still a little bit of time left to try and get this thing right.
And what are the alternatives? Like, even if it's low leverage right innings, you want Zach Kelly out there?
Right now, kind of.
He didn't
Based
look
off his last appearance, like Zach Kelly, we know his stuff plays too. They like his stuff.
I'll take my chances, hoping Justin Slayton.
But when was his last like clean outing?
Not since he came back.
Like, is it April? Like,
traffic.
actually?
No, May. Without a doubt, May. Hold on, I got it right here. Give me a second. Justin Slayton's last clean outing was boom, May 8th, May 9th.
So fucking like, what are we talking about?
No, but like this was right before the injury.
Going. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
May 14th. May 19th.
I thought you were like May 8th.
May 20th.
Like,
every single outing.
May 8th, you moron.
Every single outing, he didn't allow a base runner in any.
That's great. That's what that's what I'm looking for. And
that's what you hope. You got to keep
this point right now, like in a big spot, because I don't low leverage. I don't give a fuck who's pitching. Big spot right now, and because we had this conversation last time, it's Weissert by a lot.
I think you're going to have to use him in other big spots, unfortunately. I think that's going to be the truth if you don't have another righty you're super confident in.
I think in the playoffs, I care less about lefty righty. Like, give me my better pitcher, and our better pitchers are lefty.
Yeah, I love Justin Wilson in a jam, but at the same time, I believe right-handers are hitting 300 against him this year. So you're picking your poison in a lot of those situations. That's just the reality. But there's a reason why they targeted Steven Matz and they didn't go and get a righty, is because they thought Slayton coming back was going to be better than probably any other right-handed reliever they were going to go out and get. Yeah, 310 batting average against Justin Wilson for righties.
Sure, but
with an 825 OPS.
It's like Chapman, Whitlock. Obviously, you want them late, but if Whitlock's going to go in the 7th, that's fine.
Sure,
like, that's okay.
It's just, when you're going back-to-back games here and one of those guys isn't unavailable or you can't go to him, then all of a sudden it's like, fuck, what options do you have from the right side? I think that's it. It's like you burn a guy one day in a big spot and he's not good to go the next day. How are you getting through a 5-game series, or, if you make it that far, a 7-game series?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the conversation will become very interesting come playoff time about right-handed bullpen options. It's I think I'm not going to say that that's like the thing that's going to sink the ship, but it's definitely going to be a sticking point. It's definitely going to be a thing that is talked about because they don't have that guy. Even their closer's left-handed. They don't have that guy right now. That's Garrett Whitlock, and it's like you can't use him in every fucking game.
Another guy coming off elbow surgery.
Yeah. Like, that needs to be handled with care. for sure.
For sure.
Really makes what Sandlin's done in Worcester a real shame.
Agreed.
Just a real shame, because there's never been more of a spot for him, and he's like, I'm all set.
Like the guy who was probably the most likely out of any of these guys on the team right now to get the call up to get an opportunity just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Or hasn't happened. Now, maybe if Slayton, like, geez, man. Yeah, Sandlin. Holy shit.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
I was hoping to look and there was a couple.
What are his numbers been in AAA? Like, how bad are we talking?
Bad. 70 ERA.
Yeah.
Jeez. What is it?
698. 698 with a 197.
But aren't some of those numbers as a starter? What is it as a reliever?
Give me 1 second.
That's over 19.1 innings.
488. He has 31 Ks and 14 walks in 31 innings. And opponents are hitting 283. And he has a 160 whip.
Jesus.
His last outing, he gave up 2 earned in 2 innings.
Okay.
Oh, wait. He gave up 2 hits, 2 earned, walked 3, struck out 1, and gave up a homer. And these numbers all
is he still chucking 100 this late into the season too, or no?
No. It's more like 96, 97, 98, like right there. He's not like hitting 100 like many people thought, or like he did over the offseason. And all these numbers don't include Trace Thompson robbing a grand slam in his first outing in the bullpen either, which was a beautiful play. Nasty play in center field.
T, would you give Hoppy a look?
I know he hasn't been having the greatest stretch.
No, but his numbers are better.
Yeah. Tyler Uberstein is probably my pick, but even his numbers as of late haven't been great. But I think his fastball plays. And I'd be willing to see it. It's a little bit of a funky delivery. And another
what are you talking about, dude?
Oh,
that's
my
on 9/11. On 9/11.
Oh,
the country is already reeling, T.
Oh,
and the amount that's crazy. Like you were cooking, and then all of a sudden you just want to yank the steering wheel to the left.
That was insane.
Oh my God, dude.
We were just talking some ball.
That's like, what? It wasn't even like a passionate discussion. It was kind of just like, let's lay out the landscape of some potential possibilities.
It's kind of the tail end of the talks, and then bang.
Jesus.
With Hoppy, there was that bad stretch from the 16th to the 20th.
No apology.
If that isn't classic T, I don't know what it is. Well, you got to look at this, though. This
Hoppy's fam.
And you got to remember, he robbed a grand slam. So, like, that factors in, too.
I can't believe it. All right, enough with this. I don't need the fucking 5th string minor league option for the fucking right-hander in the bullpen.
He's on a little bit of a run right now.
Yeah. I want it to be done by 11.
I think Hoppy's legitimate option.
Yeah, T pronounced every letter of that word. All
him and Uberstein.
Yeah.
He tried to like sneak it through.
He said it with his chest and was like, I dare you to fucking do something about this.
Golly.
You know what you need, T?
What?
You need Via. Like you need to like relax.
Is that what would help me?
Yeah, dude. Like I think it's a situation where you're too high strung, you're too worked up. You need to bring it down. And you know how you do that?
How?
With Via. Yeah, because life moves fast, and sometimes you just need a way to relax, recharge, or stay focused without making things more complicated than they already are. You ever try to meditate, T?
No.
But then, yeah, exactly, because then you would get stressed about how bad you are at meditating. Oh. And that's why I love Via, because they actually make feeling good easy. 500,000 customers can't be wrong. Via is changing the game in natural wellness, combining high-quality hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create real effect-driven results. Want to sleep better? More focus? A little boost in the bedroom? Or maybe you just need to chill out because your stress levels are currently at screaming into the void status. Whatever you need, Via has a solution for you. And here's the best part. Via lets you customize your experience. Whether you're looking at daily wellness, laser focus, or deep relaxation, aka the kind of chill that makes you one with your couch, Via has it. With products ranging from 0 to high cannabinoid levels, they've got options for everyone. We're talking award-winning effect-forward gummies to calming drops, all made with organic lab-tested hemp from trusted independent American farms. None of that mystery gas station nonsense. And you don't have to jump through hoops to get some weird doctor's note. Via legally ships nationwide discreetly because, let's be real, your nosy neighbors don't need to know your business. No medical card required, no sketchy parking lot meetups, just straight to your door with a worry-free guarantee. Not sure where to start? No worries. Via has a product finder quiz that will hook you up with the perfect match in less than 60 seconds, which, let's be honest, is less time than it takes to decide what to watch on Netflix. That's very true. So if you're 21 plus, treat yourself to 15% off and get a free gift with your first order using our promo code SECTION10 at viahemp.com. Please enjoy free shipping on orders over $100. That's via V. I need to go to bed, dude. VIIAHEMP.com. That's promo code section1010, as always. All right. Should we do some ketchup?
Yeah.
You have anything else that anything else you want to say about the series, T?
Perfect.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Cooked him.
Yeah, he's good.
Crochet responded. Stories Homer discarded. The captain trotted. Early, never late. Red Sox bats, they're wide awake. Rob plus Romy, break. That was one a lot of people loved. I know I just botched it when I read the second one. Oh, a series of Taikus by Tyler Milliken. The second one was very popular, but I just botched it when I read it, so I'll eat it.
Yeah. You want to try to do the second one again or no?
Yeah, you want to give me one more rep?
Yeah, sure. Because I saw the praise for it.
Thank you.
I
Play that
didn't
shit.
say I was part of it. Nope. Sorry. Wrong.
Damn.
I was like, wait, what did he do? I was trying to see what he messed up on this stuff.
Damn.
Unexpected suspension music's hilarious. Like, get the fuck out of here. For no reason.
Early, never late. Red Sox bats, they're wide awake. Rob plus Romy, rake.
I do like that one a
Taikus
lot.
by Tyler Milliken.
Yeah, I do like that one a lot, T.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
I got after it.
When's your next piece for 98.5 The Fucking Sports Hub?
Probably this weekend, hopefully.
What are you going to write about?
I don't know yet. That's a good question. I was going to do something on Connelly Early, but I ran out of hours to be awake last night, unfortunately. I had a bunch of behind-the-scenes work I had to do.
Yeah.
We're balancing it, though.
You don't sleep. You don't sleep either.
T's a worker, dude. I respect the fuck out of how much T works. He never really stops, man.
Thank you, bro.
Stop, bro.
People were wilded when I tweeted out the Kyle Harrison at 3:15 a.m. last night.
Dude, I saw that. Yeah, if you're still
like,
up,
what the fuck's
when I'm
wrong
up,
with
that's
you?
bad. Yeah.
Well, at that point, I was like, there's really no point in sleeping. So might as well just push through.
That definitely caught me off guard. Those are Catillo hours. Those when he's been drinking and he quote tweets people with stupid tweets. But yeah, credit to you, T, for making it to that hour. I don't normally see you there.
I was
I
battling.
don't really see you there. I used to be there every night.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
I hate being up that late. I hate it.
I used to straight up be nocturnal. It was brutal.
I was tweeting with the fucking Brits because they were the only ones awake.
Mm.
Yeah.
You might have just been saying this back in the day, Jared, as a lie, but I hope it's true. But when I would be editing the shows and post, you would wait for me to post. So it's like, yeah, I'm staying up with you.
Yeah. I did that for the longest time.
Those are late nights. Shout out Jake. Shout out Bones.
Pretty much like Train ruined it. Once I would do the pod, I would get off and basically lay in bed until I saw that Steve tweeted the show, and then I would retweet it and then go to bed.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do now. It's kind of crazy, the passing of the torch. I wait for Jake to put it up, and then I quote tweet, and then I go to bed.
Wow.
Circle of life.
We touched on Tolle. Should we just touch on Kyle Harrison very quickly? That's probably the one thing we didn't do, right?
Hey, closing thoughts. You can save it.
Yeah, I would have suggested that when I said, "Hey, anything else about the series?"
Well, we did. You just play the music.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a solid outing for Kyle Harrison. That's it. I was very impressed by his ability to throw strikes through the slurve and the four-seam fastball the same amount of time. I'm curious to see if there's an adjustment with the slurve. There were some weird velocity bands there.
Yeah.
If the cutter was factoring in a little bit. But 49 pitches, 35 strikes, and his called strike plus whiff percentage was 42% on the slurve, 37% on the four-seam fastball. That's very good and very important for a guy who's inefficient, number one. Number two is struggled to pound the zone at times. So I like to see that, and he looked comfortable out of the bullpen. And the ankle's healthy, which is nice. Yeah, and probably would have been through it quicker if that last inning David Hamilton is able to turn the double play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. All right. It's time. With 2K on the ones and twos tonight, and no Jake, that means Bags gets first dibs at Ketchup. 2K, please. Okay, all right. First vote goes to Connelly Early. Vote for him early and often. You know what I'm saying, folks?
Yep, leaving early.
Leaving early. That is gonna be that's gonna be a t-shirt at some point. If he pitches really well, we were workshopping on Just the Nuts. If Connelly Early becomes a guy, there will be a shirt that says "Leaving Early" on the front with the set list from the Foo Fighters concert with the songs that I missed scratched out on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving early. Next vote, Tyler Milliken.
Yeah, in terms of packets, I think all the 4-hit club guys you mentioned, I'm going to throw one to Romy, I'll throw one to Bregman, Jaron Duran. Nice to see.
Why is your mic so low right now?
It's very low. Yeah, let's turn that up.
Is it? Hello?
Turn it up.
Hello. Too much?
No, you're good, I guess.
Very quiet?
No, you're good.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. I'll throw one to Rob Refsnyder for hitting the farthest home run for the Red Sox this season, 463 feet. That was absolutely ridiculous. Chris Murphy for pitching those first 2 games and finishing them up, then getting sent down, 5 innings, 1 earned run since his promotion. But I'm going to go Connelly Early. That felt like a statement start. You lose Dustin May. You needed someone to go out there and just not kill your bullpen with the bullpen day, coming up right after that. I'm going to throw it to Connelly Early. I think he lived up to the moment, and when you're tying a franchise record, that feels like a pretty good time to get some catch-up.
The McMahon, the birthday boy.
So I'm between the 2 starters, transparently. But there's been something people have been saying lately that I just simply could not disagree with more. And I've been hearing a lot of people say Trevor Story's been the MVP of this team. And that's just flagrantly wrong. It's Garrett Crochet. Every time we've needed, and if you think back to these last couple of years, man, we could really use a real ace, a true stopper, someone who can end this skid, get on the bump and say, nah, it's on me tonight, fellas, don't worry about it. Crochet's been that. Steve talked about even the times he's fucked up the 4 times this year. He comes right back and he sets the tone. And coming out of that Arizona series, we needed nothing more than Garrett Crochet to toe the rubber and look like the Cy Young that he's been all year. So I'm going Garrett Crochet with Connelly Early getting the largest packet we've given someone this year.
Okay. So that is 2 votes Early, 1 vote Crochet. Steven, your vote.
Yeah, packet to Romy Gonzalez. Hope he's okay. He's looking like Manny Ramirez out there. Really impressive. I like that he was getting all the singles. Now it's like, no, I'm going to hit some bombs. We got to mix in some bombs and some XBHs. Packet to Rob Refsnyder for that moon bomb in game 1. I believe that's longer than any A's players hit a homer this year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Look it up. And giving the Sox a chance in Game 3. Would have been nice if they could have completed the sweep, but whatever. Chapman gives up the run. It was inevitable to happen. But the Sox didn't win the series, or they don't win the series without a win in Game 2. And Game 2 wasn't as comfy as it was without the MLB debut of Connelly Early. This guy looked like he was ready for the moment. Stepped up, delivered in that 4th inning like we talked about with the bases loaded, gets out of that. I was bugging me the entire start because he looked like somebody, and I'm like, who does he look like? And I'm not talking like the release or any of that, just his face. And it was Clayton Kershaw. He looked like if Clayton Kershaw had like a son that was in the majors already at this point, which I feel like he's old enough where that could be the case. So I'll just call him Connelly Kershaw and give him my Clark's Ketchup Series MVP for this series.
Okay. That is 3 votes Early, 1 vote Crochet. So I went into this thinking that I was going to pick a position player. And then I started the show thinking I was going to vote for Connelly Early. I think it's unfair to not penalize, but not vote for Garrett Crochet because I expect him to throw 7 shutout innings with 10 strikeouts. Like, I expect him to do that. I did not expect Connelly Early to do what he did. I thought it was going to be... not that it was... I didn't think it was going to be not pretty, but I didn't think it was going to be what it was. It was a statement. I think after the way that, Peyton Tolle has pitched his last couple times out, it kind of rejuvenized me in a way that I felt I needed. Because it was like, man, that Tolle debut was electric, and like there's been no sequel. I needed to feel the juice of the Breslow pitching factory. I needed to feel that. And then here comes Connelly Early. And Crochet, I penciled that in as a win. I was like, all right, we got the first one. What happens in game 2? What happens in game 3? It's like game 3 is going to be a fucking bullpen game. Maybe they're like, all right, maybe Kyle Harrison's going to pitch in that game, but he's not starting. Like, what does that mean? Connelly Early, what's that look like? Don't know. You know what it looked like? It looked like 5 shutout innings of 11 strikeout ball. That's what it looked like. So, while I do think it's unfair that Garrett Crochet shouldn't, I guess, get the same kind of vote of confidence, or not vote of confidence, the same sort of acknowledgement that I'm about to give to Connelly Early, but I think the expectation matters. And when you exceed my expectation by a great amount, I feel like that deserves the Ketchup separation, which is why I will be giving my Clark's Ketchup Series MVP vote to Connelly Early.
Imagine the bullpen today if he had gone 7.
Yeah. That's Early 4, Crochet 1. To the panel we go. Leading us off is none other than Hogdale.
Game as always, but whatever, man. We're drizzling ketchup. We took 2 of 3 against the A's. Fun series, seeing the Sox right the ship a bit before we go, obviously, and play the Yankees next series. Giving out some ketchup packets. First packet, want to give to Connelly Early. Dude, his debut was just completely electric. 5 innings, 11 strikeouts. Just a complete joy to watch. Hoping that in his next start he doesn't get figured out like how Tolle got figured out. It's whatever. Love Connelly Early. Second packet going to Trevor Story, TS10. He wrecks up packets basically every time we take a fucking vote. He deserves them. He's genuinely been like one of the most valuable players on the team this season. In terms of who I'm giving my Clark's Ketchup Series MVP to, though, to me, it's Romy Gonzalez. I thought he really helped set the tone in this series, Game 2. had that leadoff bomb. I think he's been fantastic recently. Drove in a run in game 1. Also, didn't play game 3 because of getting banged up, and they lost. So really just kind of goes to show the true value that Romy Gonzalez has. So Romy's getting my Clark's Ketchup Series MVP, boys. Love y'all, and happy fucking birthday to Coley Mick, the Mick man. Have a great one, buddy. Y'all have a great one. Bye.
Wow. Thank you, Hogdale.
Not a lot of votes for me, respectfully, after I called the Romy and Ref Snyder home runs to lead off Connelly Early's start.
I would have considered voting for you, yeah.
You didn't. You just got to talk. You didn't even bring up my name once.
Yeah, but you don't know what goes on in my brain. That doesn't mean I didn't consider you.
Sure.
You know, like sometimes I considered T.
1 packet to Coley and 1 packet to Carlos Narvaez. And before anyone says anything, I do this every episode.
Do what?
Interrupt after I went and give somebody a packet that I forgot to say. I do it every episode.
Should be part of your closing thoughts now.
Good point. Yeah.
The rest of the panel moves on. Jemai Webster, another series win with Ketchup following a loss. SMH, I'm going Rob Ref Snyder. Ref Snyder gets a vote from Jemai. I gotta shout him out. OB.
Give me Sogi.
OB.
You know what I'm going with.
I did not need to text OB. The game ended and his vote was in. And he said, how about Connelly Early? So that's 5 votes Early, 1 vote Crochet, 1 vote Romy, 1 vote Ref Snyder. TC, another guy that throws out his vote without being prompted. Hate the ending, but a series win needs Ketchup. Give me Ref Snyder for this one. That is 5 votes Early, 2 votes Ref Snyder, 1 vote Crochet, 1 vote Romy. Okay. I believe Will Middlebrooks would be next. And he said, story wins every time. Give me Early. 6 for Early.
Happy birthday, Will.
Happy birthday, Will Middlebrooks.
Happy B-Day.
He's what, the 8th?
HBD.
9th.
Oh, yeah. He's the 9th.
Back to back to back. Will Middlebrooks, me, 9/11.
9/11, yeah.
The big 3.
Yep. Everyone talks about it. I believe that takes us to our audio submission from Will Fleming. I want to say Mike Monaco is on this track.
Ooh, Mikey.
Yes.
And Loomer Loney.
Tired of these fucking series losses. We are going to drizzle Ketchup here in Sacramento. And it's the A team. I got Lou. I got Mikey. We're a little pissed off, to be honest. I mean, the Red Sox get major momentum, 2 great starts. Difficult catch-up, I think. And frankly, right now, I have no fucking idea what way I'm going to go. I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm not going to go on what Lou or Mike say, I swear to God. But I'm torn between 2 guys right now. But Lou, this fucking sucks again. I mean, you're in the thick of the race. The Red Sox are going to be in the playoffs. We know that. But every one of these matters. You got a kid, Barnett, on the mound who sucked today. They had a chance to get 5 or 6 in on him in the first couple innings. They don't do that. I thought that set the tone. Tolle is a problem all of a sudden after this great debut. He cannot throw secondary pitches. I don't know what his role is going to be. I don't want to overstate this, but today showed a lot of warts on this team. You win 2 of 3. You go 3-3 on a road trip. But this one pissed me off more than a lot of games have.
I'd say early on, you blew your shot. You know, that kid Barnett, you should have been up 6-2, 5-2. I think you were 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position the first 3 innings. Tolle, it's like, it was nice last Friday. The reality is, it's his first year in pro ball. He needs to kind of be more of a complete pitcher. I think maybe you start using him out of the bullpen for an inning to see if, that plays, the velocity plays up, and you kind of go from there. But after being 0-2, the way the first 2 games went in Arizona, as quiet and just sleepy, I think you walk out here 3-3 in this trip and you're okay.
See, this is what Lou is good for. He's got the Sacramento River Cats championship ring on. Yep. He's Mr. fucking glass half full, Mikey. And I appreciate that because I'm usually the guy who's psyched no matter what. It is true. 3-3, you stay in it. You're at worst, you're going to be a game back of the Yankees. I think we both think that the Yankees are in trouble coming to Fenway this weekend. The Red Sox have their pitching lined up. What do you take out of this series?
I just think you were so fired up for this road trip. It starts with a Lou Merlone first of its kind hole-in-one. True. To get everyone excited. Yeah, you split the road trip, though. You wish for more. I agree with Lou. Chances were there early in this game. Man, late in the game, like Zach Geloff makes a diving play. That's really frustrating. David Hamilton gets thrown out. That's frustrating. I know you tied it after that. But yeah, you just felt like you could have swept coming here to Sacramento. So yeah, you get your horses lined up though this weekend. Let's go. Yankees come to town. A massive, massive series.
Series of the year, and it's really cool in mid-September to have it mean this much. I just made my pick for Ketchup. I'm probably going to disagree with you guys. People think we coordinate this thing. I think I'm on a different page than the two of you, but I'll start with a packet for Loomer, the hole-in-one. We didn't have Ketchup in Arizona. But a 2-hopper ace, 156 wedge. We milked it. We got shots and flags and all kinds of stuff for Loomer. But listen, it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. Lou, I think I know. I mean, you're predisposed to go this way anyway. But who do you got for Ketchup right here?
Well, I would say because of the hole-in-one, I should be the MVP really of this entire road trip.
Yeah, I agree.
In my return to Sacramento, the place that I built and brought a championship to in 2007, there's a lot of packets to go on. I would say that Ref Schneider definitely deserves some with the way he swung the bat here. Story just always seems to be in the middle of some stuff. Garrett Crochet, the pig himself, I think set the tone opening day, but I sort of expect that out of him on 5 days rest. I'm going with the kid. Ooh. Connelly Early, 5 innings, electric, 11 strikeouts. And one of the reasons why was because I was associating him negatively because he meant Merrill Kelly.
Yeah.
And I wanted Merrill Kelly.
Yeah.
I wanted him bad. When I found out it was him, I was like, well, and now we get to see him and it's like, okay, he absolutely shoved. So that was nice. I'm going to give him the MVP of this.
My man, Connelly Early, was bugging in the dugout. I didn't know what that bottom of the first was going to look like. But then you find out it's just normal. Like he was doing weighted balls. He was doing jump squats. He was doing stretching like you've never seen before from a starting pitcher. That was wild. Anyway, I'm going Garrett Crochet. 7 innings are better than 5. Crochet versus Early. Game 1 sets the tone versus game 2. That's my pick. Crochet was awesome. Bounce back. He was actually saying that the Cleveland start was more than a blip in his mind. We've come to expect that honesty and transparency from him. He was a horse and he was awesome. He's been that way for so much of this season, but to get him back on track was huge. Although I'm so tempted to pick Rob Ref Snyder. His 3-run bomb was enormous. Will called it, like he very often does. And then Ref gave him a chance to win here in the finale as well. But give me Crochet.
See, I thought Lou was going to go Crochet. He's the pig. Yeah. After all, he's your guy. Yeah. And he was awesome.
He was awesome. And, you know, there was a lot of panic. I know people kind of were worried and concerned, but he had gone back-to-back 4 days rest. Okay? Pigs need their rest. They need their rest, okay, to be on top of their game. 4 days don't cut it. Give the man 5 and he's rolling around in some mud.
I love it. Huge packets to Ref Snyder, to fucking Coley Mick. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday,
A little
Coley.
special oink for the Mick man. I as I said, to me, this is obvious. Like, he won the second fucking game. They win the series because the kid comes up and is awesome. He's got the flow going. He's striking guys out. The Clark's Ketchup Series MVP, in my mind, is very clearly Connelly motherfucking Early.
Shout out to the kid, Connelly Early, in his big league debut, makes 1 start and wins Clark's Ketchup Series MVP in a landslide. 8 votes. Connelly Early gets 8. Rob Ref Snyder gets 2. Garrett Crochet gets 2. Romy Gonzalez gets a vote. But Early with a convincing Clark's Ketchup Series MVP victory after his performance in his big league debut. Steven?
One for Crochet, one for Early. He has tied him in Ketchup, which is rather crazy. But I think you mentioned it, Jerry. When you're as good as Garrett Crochet, you almost need to be incredibly good to get votes.
17 strikeouts, 9 shutout. Yeah,
him being as impressive as he is hurts his case to get Ketchup, which sounds backwards, but that's just true.
It's also a team factor too, because remember when Crochet threw the complete game shutout, wasn't that part of a sweep? So it's like, all right, you can't give it to a pitcher in a sweep. You need someone that was great for 3 games. If Crochet threw his complete game shutout in the middle game of a series that they won the first 2 and lost the finale, he probably wins another Ketchup.
It drives me bananas and multiple people did it this very vote. When it's like, well, he won the second game. They won 2 fucking games.
No,
Why
I know.
would the second
Each
game
should
matter?
be created equal.
Well, you either set the tone or you clinched
game.
it. Pick which one. You set the tone or you clinched
I'm more saying it's the Ketchup game, but you're not wrong. Like, you don't get Ketchup without the first game. So they should
sure don't.
They have the same value technically.
I don't agree with that. Like,
I get what Coley's saying. Like,
I don't.
They won 2 games.
I don't.
They're 50-50.
If I shoved in game 1 of the World Series and then Steve balled out in game 7, you wouldn't be like, well, you needed to win game 1 to win game 7. You'd be like, no, like winning game 7 was for all the marbles.
Sure, this was game 2, so I don't know why this one gets game
because
7.
it's
I thought I was
going
to get game 2. I'm pretty sure I was in the bump for game 2 there, but
whatever.
Having me in game 7, I don't think we're winning that game.
You also wouldn't get to a game 7 if you lost game 1.
I think you also get points for stepping up when your teammate went down, and you were willing to fill that role and make sure it wasn't 2 bullpen games back to back. I do think
what a hero
value.
for accepting his major league debut.
No, but you stepped up. He could have showed up and gave you nothing.
Dustin May.
Kyle Harrison showed up last week and his ankle was barking.
If anything, from a fan perspective, what a gift that we got that Connelly early start instead of watching Dustin May. Like, that was the alternative.
Massive
I know
win.
I went to the IL, but it's like, thank God we didn't have Dustin May in Sacramento. Would have been fireworks.
Like, also, I know Dustin May's likely hurt. Like, I've seen no
definitely
evidence that Kyle Harrison was ever hurt. I don't.
No,
there were
I saw people being like
that day between.
I saw
non-hurt.
People are like, Dustin May, they just Phantom IL'd him like Jordan Hicks. Bro, I promise you the Red Sox were not like, you know what? Let's go back-to-back days without any starters here. They're not picking that pathway. They would not do it that way.
Hicks probably was.
Oh, 100%. I believe that.
But May, no.
They don't have any starters.
He does this every year.
Yeah. Well, he hadn't thrown 100 innings since 2019. Like, I hate to say it. Go back and listen to the trade deadline rant. Like, it's nails. It's some of my takes, they'll age poorly like anybody else's. That one, yeah, you knew Dustin May was going to get hurt because he never pitches this much in a season.
When Jerry threw him out when we were doing the stream, like, how would the room feel about Dustin May? We were largely like, if that's the second arm they get, sure.
Sure.
Yeah. The only thing, and then it was the only thing he got. And it was like, well, that's probably not going to work well.
Basically, immediately when they got him, we all just referenced him bending his head backwards like a million degrees on the home run. So it was more like, okay, well, we know
days prior.
Yeah. We know something bigger is coming up here. It's like, that's it. Damn it. That's how it went.
Yeah, the thing about Delete Me is that it makes it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable. He's got to be the data leak guy. Like, he's got to, like, his information is all over the dark web. I can just tell just by looking at him.
His balls are out there.
Yeah.
Sense it.
I run many businesses.
Data brokers make a profit off your data. Your data is a commodity. Anyone on the web can buy your private details. This can lead to identity theft, phishing attempts, and harassment. But now you can protect your privacy with Delete Me. What do data brokers do? Your name, contact info, social security number, home address, even information about your family members could all be compiled by data brokers and sold online. And the New York Times Wirecutter has named Delete Me their top pick for data removal services. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me. Now, at a special discount for Section 10 listeners, you can get 20% off your Delete Me plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/section10 and use the promo code section10 at checkout. The only way to get 20% off is to go to joindeleteme.com/section10 and enter code section10 at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/section10, promo code section10. Okay.
When I go to Stop and Shop, I can cross off everything that's on my list.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Stop and Shop. Look ahead. Stop and Shop.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Look ahead.
Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and Shop, blue, look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and Shop, blue, look ahead.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
What's better than having to Stop and Shop, getting it done for all of you?
The Stop and Shop look ahead, brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right now. You get 10 cents off your tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only at Stop and Shop. It's Red Sox Yankees.
Woo.
Wow. For the last time. Until the playoffs start.
Yep.
I don't know that I want to like announce it right now, but we'll just say we have something potentially big in the works for game 1 of the wild card if the Red Sox don't win the division. If they're playing a wild card series, whether it's in Boston or elsewhere, game 1 of the wild card, we're hoping to have an event. I kind of teased it on twitter.com.
The comp?
Yep. Kind of teased it. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Sox Yanks. What do you guys think? Because I was going back and forth on it. Do you think that if we had an event at a location near Fenway Park for the wild card, we would get more people to go if the series was on the road? Because Red Sox fans in the Boston area would want to go somewhere to be amongst Red Sox fans? Or do you think we would have a larger crowd if the series were at home because we would have all that foot traffic out there? But like, I'm assuming most of those people are going, if you're at Fenway for the wild card, you're going to the game.
But what we price it at would be such a more affordable option than a Red Sox playoff game. I think both could work.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we're not going to charge with a playoff.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Like if you want to be a part of something and you want to have fun, like, and you're with a couple friends, you're like, oh, let's do that instead of emptying our bank accounts. And you're still getting the same energy and excitement you would get sitting in Fenway when an entire building of people are going nuts and losing their mind.
I do think a lot of people would want the combo deal of like showing up, saying what's up, and then going to the game afterwards. So you might get some of that kind of crowd. But now that would
suck because then it would leave the venue not as full for the game.
No, I know. I'm just saying for people making it like a whole event, they check that, they check the game. It's like, this is the best experience ever. I think it would be more crowded if it was on the road, honestly.
You think so?
Then it's like very specifically, we're going to this place as an event. Let's pack it. Let's make this a awesome watch party. Yeah.
I think both could work, but I do think the road would be busier.
Both could definitely work.
In 18, did we not do streams right across from the act games happening?
Yeah.
Yes, but this venue is larger.
I'm not.
And I don't think we didn't sell tickets. We didn't sell tickets to that either. That was like, you can just walk in off the street.
Yeah, just go to the bar.
Sure. I'm just more saying like a crowd gathered regardless.
Yeah.
People want to be in the area.
We didn't do that for road games, right? That was just home games.
Yeah, I remember World Series game 1. I remember a Houston game maybe.
Yeah, at Bill's Bar.
Yeah. Either way, yeah, something's a brewing. Something's a brewing. So just for game 1 of the wild card, just keep your options open. Keep your schedule clear. You know, just in case. September 30th. Which is, I mean, like it is kind of close after Section 10 night, right? But like, it'll be worth it. Like this will be fucking cool. Section 10 night's gonna be fun. I'm excited to see all the people. I'm excited to, you know, see everyone wearing the new jerseys that the Sox cooked up. They look very clean. But just, I don't know. It's just been a big goal / dream of mine to pack a place like this for a playoff game and to watch the game on this big screen, people going nuts. Yeah.
Just tossing tea around.
Yeah, tea crowd surfing. Everyone's just slapping his titties.
I don't want to kill somebody.
Yeah. Did you say you want to kill somebody?
I don't want to kill someone.
Oh, okay.
All right, good. Then yeah, let's not do that.
Perfect. Yeah. Game 1 of this series will be Lucas Giolito versus Luis Heel, and it's on Apple TV. It was supposed to be a Views game. It's going to be an Apple TV game. I think I'm doing something for Apple TV for this.
Oh wow.
Really?
Like early. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't believe I'm being used during the game broadcast. I think I'm taping something pre-game that might be you. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. But yeah, doing something for him. I don't know.
Said, let's get the super fan involved.
El Super fan?
Oh, El Super fan.
Yeah. They're looking to grab that international audience.
Mhm.
That international audience.
You and Raphael
DR.
are on that DR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Brian Bayo versus Max Fried in the middle game. That'll be MLB Network.
For the third time.
Brian Bayo, Max Fried. Yep. That's the 4:10 start on Saturday.
Damn.
Garrett Crochet versus Will Warren in the finale. This is Sunday Night Baseball. I love the position we're in, fellas. I love the position we're in. Lucas Giolito is 10-3 with a 3.38 ERA, a 126 whip, and a 7.4 strikeouts per 9. Control continues to be the key for Giolito's starts. In the 10 starts, he has 1 or fewer walks. The Red Sox are 9-1. Even more so, his breakout from wins, losses / no decisions is wild. In wins, 10 games, a 0.67 ERA. In losses, 3 games, a 7.71 ERA. No decisions, a 5.88 ERA. Could not be more of an all or nothing guy. That's the cable guy right there. The Red Sox are 6-4 in his no decisions. His only start against the Yankees this year was a poor outing, but a no decision win for the Red Sox. 4 2/3, 5 hits, 3 earned, 1 home run, 3 walks, 4 Ks. Giolito has been very effective over his past 3 games, despite some control issues. His off-speed pitches were insanely effective in August. The Red Sox are 16-7 when he starts this year and are 4-1 in his last 5. Luis Heel, 3-1, 3.31 ERA, a 153 whip, and a 7.6 strikeouts per 9. Heel has steadily dropped his ERA in every start this season. He's made 7 of those. He has not allowed more than 2 earned runs since his first start. However, his control has been all over the place. He has 23 walks in 35 1/3 innings. His strikeouts are also remarkably down, 10.1 strikeouts per 9 in 2024 to just 7.6 this year. He was fine against the Red Sox in August, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. He did walk 5 in that game, though. His stuff is down across the board this year, but specifically his 4-seam. The Yankees are 4-3 when he starts. In game 2, Brian Bayo, 11-6, 3.12 ERA, 121 whip, and a 6.7 strikeouts per 9. Bayo has been fine the past 3 starts, 17 2/3 innings, 15 hits, 7 earned, 5 walks, 12 Ks, a 3.57 ERA, 2.63 FIP. But he has been incredible against the Yankees this year. 2 starts, both of them 7 innings, both of them 3 hits, both of them shutout performances, 3 walks and 1 walk. 8 strikeouts to 5 strikeouts. He feasts on the Yankees for his entire career across 10 starts. It's a 1.95 ERA. His sinker and cutter were unhittable in August. The Red Sox are 16-10 when he starts this year, but they have won 5 straight. Max Fried, 16-5, 3.02 ERA, 110 whip, 8.3 strikeouts per 9. Unfortunately, Fried has stabilized, and partially thanks to that outing against the Red Sox, the last time these two teams met. In the 8 starts leading up to their matchup in August, Fried had a 6.80 ERA and a 4.63 FIP. In his last 4 starts, beginning with the matchup against the Red Sox, Fried has a 1.67 ERA and a 2.63 FIP. His matchup with Bayo should be incredibly fun because Fried has owned the Red Sox this year in his 2 starts. It is 6 innings, 4 hits, 0 earned, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned, 9 strikeouts in that one. The best part is the Yankees lost both of these games. Despite being a lefty, Fried actually fares better against right-handed hitters. 607 OPS against righties compared to a 669 against lefties. His ERA is also a full run higher on the road this year than at home. The Yankees are 19-10 when he starts, and they've won 3 straight. In the finale, Garrett Crochet, 15-5, 257 ERA, a 105 whip, and an 11.1 strikeouts per 9. What a moment for Crochet in his first season in Boston. His 4th start against the Yankees coming in their last regular season matchup on Sunday Night Baseball. His 3 starts have led to 3 wins in 2 different ways. A dominant performance, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned, 11 Ks, 8 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. And my team has already scored a bunch of runs, so fuck it performance, which was 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, and 9 Ks. His last time out against the A's led to a game score of 81, tied for 3rd best of the season, and his best since July 12th, the complete game shutout against the Rays. So far, no sign of wearing down with his innings. He's averaged 96.3 miles per hour so far in September, which matches his whole season average of 96.3. The Red Sox are 20-9 when he pitches, and they've won 4 straight. Will Warren, 8-6, 4.22 ERA, a 1.35 whip, and a 9.7 strikeouts per 9. You only need to know 2 things about Will Warren. The Red Sox kicked the shit out of him. 2 starts, 9 1/3, 10 hits, 9 earned, 2 bombs, 7 walks, 9 Ks. And he is a shitty team merchant. Against teams below 500, 384 ERA, 121 whip, 672 OPS. Teams above 500, 450 ERA, 145 whip, and a 752 OPS. That is Lucas Giolito versus Luis Heel. That is Brian Bayo versus Max Fried. That is Garrett Crochet versus Will Warren. Steven.
When I look ahead, and you wind up dead if you don't listen to what Steve says. Even then, you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor's shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
You chew them with your mouth.
You chew them with your mouth. The final Red Sox-Yankees regular season series for 264 days starts this Friday at Fenway Park. Game 1, Friday, 7:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, only on Apple TV+. Clear skies. It's the first time of the year, fellas, where the moon shows up in the weather for 7 o'clock instead of the sun. So that's a little sad, but also a little good, because that means October baseball is around the corner. 62 degrees, and that gets down to 57 degrees by the end of the game. Getting close to some playoff weather there. 1% chance of rain, 7-mile-an-hour winds blowing out towards the monster. Game 2, Saturday, 4:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, only on Nescent. Mostly cloudy, 71 degrees, 12% chance of rain, 9-mile-an-hour winds, also blowing towards the monster. Game 3, series finale, Sunday Night Baseball, 7:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, only on ESPN. Showers, Jared, showers.
Oh, motherfucker, dude.
Showers.
What time? What time are they going to start?
They might start as early as 9 a.m.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I know.
Are they gonna go all day?
Showers could be going for most of the day. Around first pitch, it's a 47% chance of rain. But like I mentioned, the showers could be on and off.
Are we gonna go?
The morning through the night.
Are we gonna go to the game?
TBD, Jerry. TBD.
Well, I got you a pass.
No, I know. I mean, because of the pass, I'll go. I never like leaving the pass there. I feel like the Red Sox don't love that either, so I am down to go either way.
Oh, my God. Well, you can't leave Corey Graves hanging like that.
No, 100%. And I'm not going to be leaving.
Did you ever
early.
decide like what your favorite Corey Graves moment was?
6 mile an hour winds, also blowing towards the monster. This is a.
What was your favorite match that Corey Graves called?
My favorite match that Corey Graves called?
Yes.
I mean, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, there's just so many that
Yeah.
it puts me in this spot where I'm like.
What was your favorite though?
Seth Rollins and Corey Graves faced off, but he didn't call that one.
He didn't. Yeah, he was in the match probably. Yeah, he did wrestle before he became a commentator.
Yeah, I mean, stop saying obvious shit.
Yeah. Like, did you
I don't
have
know,
like a favorite match that he was on the cans for? You know what I'm saying?
He was on what for?
On the cans for, like the headset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was there like a Corey Graves moment that stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many that I don't even know what to pick, honestly.
Right.
If we're just gonna be blunt here.
If you had to pick one though,
it was probably like the Cody Rhodes one.
Which one?
You know, though, the one that is what they call it. Yeah,
Cody.
The Cody one.
You think maybe you'll talk to him about it?
Yeah, 100%, and I can't wait.
Are you gonna sit with us or no? I feel like you kind of just do your own thing.
That's not true at all. When when we have Denchies, I'm at Aura. Come on now.
That's not true.
I mean, last time doesn't count. I was out getting like videos of Skeens and Tolle, and then I met up at Aura.
Getting videos of sucking face is more like it. I feel like
yeah, that would make a lot of sense if you're just making out and just recording it.
Yeah.
Them in the background.
you had to make out, and I'm just gonna film the whole time.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
A great look.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
Anyway, it's gonna feel like fall for most of the series.
Would that not bang on the accounts, or would that not bang on the accounts?
Oh my God, yeah, Steve. Do you think that you would post a video of you kissing on the Instagram?
Do you even want to get likes and follows, pal?
Yeah, I feel like you don't.
I mean, Jerry, we were talking about this last night. The elevator video is past 500,000 views.
500,000. 500,000.
So I
dude.
feel like sucking.
All
face
I did was just stand there. 500,000.
No faces sucked.
Let me know, Steve.
Yeah, I didn't suck a single face. I did, however.
He and I made out. That clip would.
That would be the most viewed video
Yeah,
ever.
go dummy.
I promise.
Yeah, you do tongue, T? You do tongue?
Always.
Okay,
I don't know how to kiss without it.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Martha did a photo dump recently on the gram, and T's looking good in the dump.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look good. You look happy. You happy, T?
Yeah, I'm alive.
I feel like you're like Martha makes you unplug. So it's like
exactly.
She gets to see the happy, healthy T that we don't always get to see.
When I'm not in work mode, I'm definitely a little bit not as insane.
Yeah. Steve?
And that is your weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
Gotta chew them with your mouth, man. I don't know how else you would do it, but gotta chew them with your mouth. Yeah, man. If you want to go to these games this weekend, because I'm gonna be there for all three. Jake's gonna be there for all three. Steven's gonna be there for all three. Mikey's gonna be there for Friday and Sunday. I'm taking my freshman year of college English professor and her son to the game on Saturday.
Oh, same. That's weird.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out Janet Burt, man. Shout her the fuck out. She had me come speak to her class at the end of the school year last year. And it was the only time, and it was very unofficial in an unofficial way, the only time I've ever been asked to come back to Endicott. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
And it was only because like she was like my point person. I had her as a professor at North Shore Community College in Danvers. That's where we met. And then I wanted to transfer to Endicott, which she helped facilitate. And then I haven't been asked to do really anything with Endicott since then. So she had me come back, and
we were asked to do something for like the magazine or something like that. I do remember that. We just weren't able to figure it out, but they did.
I figured it out.
They did ask us to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
incredible campus. Go Gulls, man.
Go Gulls.
Curry's even had me back. Like,
don't sell yourself short.
Let's be real though. Like, if you have someone like Jared versus Tyler Milliken, like there's levels to this thing.
I met someone that went to Curry with you last Friday.
Oh, man!
Said he was older than you, but his big selling point was I went to college with Tyler Milliken. I was like,
I don't want to start airing out names of people.
That was a classic thumbs up. I was like.
Do you know how many years older?
I think he estimated 2.
Okay, yeah.
What was your
bigger guy?
He said he went to college with you.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the kid at the computer gift?
Yeah.
Oh, that's from Degrassi.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Train's daughter
JT
is a cheerleader. Both of her daughters are cheerleaders. So like I'll go to like their games or whatever. No, only like all of last year and the year before, only one person's ever come up to me and talked to me. This one game, I was like, what's the big difference here? I don't get it. But apparently they're all just T.
Someone broke
T
the
fans.
levee. The first brave soul crossed it, and they were like, "Oh, we can go talk to Jerry."
Yeah, I guess. But all they want to talk about is tea, man. They're just like tea. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to process. Were they bigger? Like a bigger person?
Who cares?
You're right. You're right. That was kind of a mean way to go about it.
Yeah, were they a dump?
Yeah, how fat was this person?
Straight up.
not fat, thick.
Who cares? Oh my God, who cares?
Oh my God.
Yeah, if you want to go to these games, because we're all going. I'm sure a lot of people are excited to see the Sox and Yanks this weekend. I know I am. And you'll be super excited when you see all the great prices on the Game Time app. Game Time actually gives the advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means that you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included. So what you see is what you pay. T, do you have any interest in coming this weekend or no?
There's no chance. Sunday Night Baseball?
Well, how about Saturday midday baseball?
That's the day of the wedding.
Oh, shout out Puff, right?
Shout him out.
Yeah. How about I brought this up on Just the Nuts, but I feel like T is doing Puff's best man speech. I told him that I want a video so that we can kind of like go over the video on the show.
I don't want to make any promises because I don't know how the day is going to go. But we'll see.
What does that mean?
There's going to be a lot going on. I've never been through a lot of this. I don't want to make any promises. I'm just worried about that day going right for him.
You think the wedding might get flipped?
No, I hope not. But if someone was going to flip it, it would be me. I know it would be Tyler Milliken.
Well, that's why we need it on video, man.
I will act as if that is what I'm trying to do. The fortunate part is my mom and sister will be there, so I'll have some extra hands.
You don't need to do anything. You were doing the speech anyway. You just need someone to film it, which I'm assuming that was going to happen anyway.
Probably, yeah. I'm assuming definitely photographer, all that stuff.
Definitely, yes. I will say, yeah. Someone will absolutely be filming that. Anyways, fees are included. Know your total up front. And no surprise fees at checkout. Save even more when you choose a section. You let Game Time choose the seats for you. Snag new ticket deals before anyone finds out by following your favorite team in the Game Time app to receive alerts. Get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy. The lowest price guarantee or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference, and your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry today. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the promo code SECTION10 for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and use the promo code SECTION10, SECTION10 for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Predictions? T?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2 out of 3. I do think getting your best starters all lined up here is something that really stands out. As you mentioned it, Brian Bayo, the Yankees killer. I'll take the loss in game 1 because Luis Gil has been his own version of a Red Sox killer throughout his career with a sub-2 ERA and over 20 innings against the Red Sox. But I'll take Brian Bayo. I know what he does against the New York Yankees. And Garrett Crochet getting more than 5 days of rest. Beautiful. He's going to get an entire week. That's what you kind of go for. And as I mentioned earlier, the ERA when he has, 5 days or more of rest is 2.20 versus being in the 340s when it's just regular 4-day rest. I think this is set up for you to do your thing, and it's at home at Fenway Park. Give me Brian Bayo and Garrett Crochet winning the last 2 games. I think you dropped the first one with Giolito, and we saw a couple starts ago was a little bit of a rough routing against the Yankees. I still am a orange flag on him, as I saw a lot of people tweet at me.
Yeah, people did adopt the orange flag. Steven?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with T. I will go with 2 out of 3 here. The Yankees, let me do some math real quick. They have been outscored, 23-3 in this Tigers series. So they are getting absolutely waxed at Yankee Stadium right now. I also love, and I always look into this maybe a little too much, but I like that they got to play on Thursday and the Red Sox don't have to play on Thursday, especially against a team like the Tigers. To Coley's point earlier, who are probably trying to lock down that number 1 seed in the American League. The Yankees have scored the most runs in baseball this year. They have the most homers in baseball by over 30 homers. Shout out to Buck Martinez, though. He accurately ripped this team on the Blue Jays broadcast, saying that that's all they do. They just hit home runs, and if they don't hit the homers, they aren't going to win the games, and I fully agree with him. The Red Sox still have the best bullpen ERA in the American League and have allowed the fewest runs of any AL pitching staff since the break. That is what drives this team. It is the pitching. Breggy's hitting 205 this month. Not great. He's got no homers. Would love a Breggy bomb in this series, preferably in the City Connect Greens on Friday. Scoring early is key. Innings 1 through 6 in the D-back series, 3 runs, 1 through 6 in the A's series, 13 runs. So get some runs early, especially with the playoff boys on the mound with Bayo, Giolito, and Crochet. 2 out of 3. I think the vibes are going to be really good at Fenway this weekend. I hate that it's going to fucking rain on Sunday, but there's no stupid May start or Bueller start in here. It's just you got the boys on the mound that you want. You got the City Connects on Friday. You got an off day on Thursday. Like we tell you guys all the time, because it always feels like they win these series and then lose the finale. But still, enjoy your Thursday. Go into this big weekend. Excited for what's around the corner, because there's a lot riding on this series for who potentially hosts that wildcard series. Garrett?
It's a negative thought, but I have to say it. Is there any, not that we have a choice in the matter, but is there any sort of like, I don't know if I love that, sending out your big 3 right before the playoffs where they would see them in the playoff series?
I think it's a thing.
It's a thing. I just don't care much about it. It's whatever. I'll take the wins.
Yeah, like what are you
if
gonna
you're
do?
playing
and the home field, which
exactly, it's like you're playing for something here. It's time to put your balls on the line. Like I'd rather be aggressive than you're scared, worrying about what's going to happen once you get to October.
Yeah. It's time to take the nuts out the boxers.
What are Bayo and Giolito's numbers, Bayo and Crochet's numbers against the Yankees this year, and Bayo for his whole career? Like they've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. Yeah, they can keep seeing them. Like I don't think it's going to matter.
The birthday boy.
Yeah, for what I'm just saying, it's a sweep. Like I don't really understand what they could do. I think specifically with Bayo, when I look at his numbers and when we talk about, the Yankees just hit home runs, Bayo knows that. Bayo knows they're going up there swinging for that, so he's going to keep inducing weak contact against them. That's why he has that career 1.95 ERA against them over 10 starts. By far the most batters he's faced for any individual franchise.
Yeah.
Garrett Crochet, has nearly been perfect. Especially at Fenway against these scrubs. Like I don't really see it. Like the Yankees have had to the stat Steve was referencing. They've only lost by 10 plus in consecutive games 3 times in their history. This is very rare. How much Jack Flaherty was shoving them against them today, and Jack Flaherty has not.
They got their. I thought when I pulled up the scores from today's slate, I thought I was looking at the other day. I was like, they got their fucking doors blown off again.
Yikes! So their vibes are horrible right now. They're not sure. They finally pulled the plug on Volpe, which I feel like that was too late too. Boone had already tried to instill so much confidence in him. Now pulling him out.
And it's still I want him to be the guy.
Right. Well, I would hope so.
Just from like a psychological standpoint too, I know that Volpe's been awful this year, but
Cheeks.
I'm sure he's like boys with all the everyday players, and there's got to be like a weird feeling when one of your boys kind of gets benched right before the playoffs. It's like, man, you've sucked all year, and we're gonna make this move now. Like, where was this in
for not a better
August? Option? Yeah. It's like, Caballero. Like,
he's only better because Volpe's been that bad.
Sure. Yeah, but I like Volpe may run into a homer. What, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I worry about him if he's not at Yankee Stadium.
As much as Volpe does.
Sure, yeah, Volpe's gonna throw it into the stands most of the time.
I could see Caballero being annoying in this series just because it's not Volpe. Whatever, I don't care. I thought about going sweep. I just have a feeling that like the Red Sox are going to win 2 out of 3. It's going to be very similar to the last series where the 2 wins are very convincing. It's like, man, there is a big gap between the Red Sox and the Yankees. I don't know how they're this close in the standings. The Red Sox kick the shit out of them in the 2 games that they win. And then there's just like an annoying game that they lose. It's like, like we probably should have won that one. Just sucks that we didn't. It is what it is. Like in the 2 wins, you showed the separation, but you had that one loss where it was like, that's annoying.
Well, we've shit on this team all year. My question was going to be, what was the rain percentage for Sunday again?
I think it was 900%.
Yeah, I think it's like 9,000. No, it was around in the 40s, but that's not even the whole story because it said it might start raining at 8. It's more like a field's going to be wet type of deal, and then it'll just rain. But hey, we'll see. Again, this is for a game that's 4 days away, so that forecast can change.
It could change.
Yeah, the building won't even be standing because of the storm, so I'm going 2 games.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not going to be 40%. It's going to be 1,000%. That thing's going to drown.
It's
also, did you hear on the fucking broadcast tonight that Will Fleming attributed
I know.
The 76 degrees to you being happy?
I was hoping you didn't hear that.
Oh, no, I heard that.
The XO was hilarious. I know it's from the group chat, but it was very funny.
Me the XO. Will pays close attention to everything. I was like, please address me with the XO, and then he did it on the radio. That's great. But yeah, 76 is obviously your thing. But Will listens, so he knows that like I'm the one that says 76.
Yeah. I know.
But it's your thing. I'm not. That's obviously your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I also just say that I was like, I'm only doing 2 hours, and then we did 3.
Hey, you drive the ship.
No, I don't. Jesus takes the wheel on this show. Yeah.
Let's go, birthday boy.
Shout out to the big man. Yeah.
We got 8 minutes left. All right. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to take a step back. My fault.
My fault, bro.
My fault.
Coley's just like the big brother. Like the minute you think you're cool, he's like, "Bros, take a step back. That ain't it, buddy.
I got too
Remember
comfy
your
there.
place."
Hey, my bad.
Yeah,
hands up.
Crazy.
Who do you think you're talking to?
T just leaning back, just slinging stupid ass spray. Hey, how about you do this?
All right. Yeah, 2 out of 3 for me. That's everyone. We've all got our predictions in. What about 2K? What are you feeling for this series? Okay, in honor of Jake, he's going with the sweep. I say whenever 2K is on the 1s and 2s, that he should be in here.
Big time.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
His stock is on the rise, as it should be. He puts out banger after banger on the Section 10 out of context account. Yeah, absolutely. And he will be featured on the live streams when we do them out here, which, by the way, that entire room out there is covered in plastic. I bet you didn't know where I was going to go there. It's covered in plastic because they are like cutting into the ceiling to put LED lights around the perimeter of the entire room so that when someone hits a home run during our postseason live streams, it's just going to turn into a rave. It's going to be unbelievable.
You're going to short circuit the entire town. I
don't care, dude. The fuck? Yeah, it's gonna be unbelievable in that room when it's all done. Coley?
I need there to be a comically large button that you push for. Can we connect the gong to the lights?
I want like the TNT, like push it down
plunger.
Yeah, like in the cartoons.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
The home run just. Yeah, we got to get like a boom box because obviously like the. What?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Huh?
Boombox.
Playoff boombox, Jerry.
Oh.
Remember last time that happened?
Well, I mean,
not a honk.
Not a like a boombox.
We need just I mean boombox.
A shoulder stereo.
Not a boombox. Not a boombox. Like a
birthday boy.
A speaker that we can connect to, so that when there's a home run or something, that we can play the horn.
Yeah, kind of like a boombox.
Not a boombox.
Imagine all that for the Freeman homer in the World Series. Oof.
Ooh. Yeah, that would have been good.
You're saying like we get anything like that, it'll be good for the moment.
The big speaker they sell now with like the 3 lights in it.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
I know what you're talking about.
All right, so it's like a boombox. Got it.
Yeah, like a boombox, but not a boombox.
We want a box that booms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
They got those.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. All right. Final thoughts. Section10merch.com. New drop. Just dropped 3 hats, 3 shirts. Yeah. Steven?
Yeah, it was something I was going to bring up earlier, but I will mention it in final thoughts. Just trying to project what record we think the Red Sox might need to host the wild card series at Fenway. If they go 10-5, they're 91-71. That kind of feels about right. A lot is riding on this Tigers-Yankees series finale, by the way. If the Yankees lose that on Thursday, the Sox will be ahead of the Yanks to start this series this weekend. Tyler, by the way, 10-5, and you nail the preseason prediction. You had 91-71, so more incentive for you there. And I'll root for you, T. I hope you get it right.
Thank you.
So 10-5 for the Sox. That's what I'm targeting the rest of the way here. Jared, I know you mentioned Section10merch.com. Obviously, the new merch drop. Just want to give a big shout out to Austin and his buddy at Dodger Stadium that got the last park that we needed on the merch map. So we've knocked that out once again, fully undefeated anytime we do the merch map with Section 10. So that's great. But yeah, head over to section10merch.com, get the new merch, get the new hats, and have yourself a fun time.
The McMahon?
Section10merch.com, obviously. And to just shout out Jerry for allowing me to use his home as a media studio last week.
Yeah. Mixtape's back. Yep. Subscribe to the Patreon. Mixtape. Patreon.com/mixtape, the number 4 ever.
Incredible art.
Yep. Mixtape's back. Mixtape merch will probably be dropping at some point. They're part of the fam. I talked to Pete B the other day. I was like, you motherfuckers wanna come under the merch tree and settle down?
I've got some chaos merch.
Yeah. I was like, let's get the chaos going from a merch perspective. I think there's a chance he'll be at Section 10 night. He's I don't know what the fuck he's got going on. I can't remember what he said.
He's all married and shit.
I was about to say
shit.
Yeah. I think there's a chance he'll be there. I talked to Feidelberg. I would love for him to be there. Pat seems like the one that he ain't coming. If there's anyone I can say confidently ain't gonna be there, it's Pat Light.
Get me on the phone and I will seal the deal.
The fact that you don't even have his number says to me that you ain't getting the deal done.
Yeah, that's the tough part. You kind of need the number first.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. T, final thoughts?
First off, Section 10 merch, new drop. Go check it out. Secondly, the next time the Red Sox win, they will pass their total from 2024. That feels like a nice little moment. And lastly, we got the full AFL roster for 2025. I'm not going to go down the entire list here, but the two ones. Luis Perales, G1, he's going to be down there. By far a much more interesting class than you had a year ago. But seeing Perales down there and what it looks like should be one of the more interesting prospects overall. The other one, Brandon Neely, your third-round pick last year, gets forgotten with the emergence of Peyton Tolle and everything. Was a slight underslot guy, but another arm that really fits into everything Craig Breslow has been hunting. You hope he looks fresh. He's dealt with elbow issues the entire year. I'm excited to see what it looks like. And, hopefully next year he's another one of these guys that's rising up through the system. On the position player side, Nelly Taylor, Coley's guy, OBP machine. Other parts of his game are a work in progress. But Johan Fern Garcia, the password's brother, aka the username, someone who was really high, a top 20 guy, right before his knee blew out about 15, 16 months ago. Excited to see him continue building his way back too.
Shout him out.
Just saw the video you posted for me earlier. It's very funny. It's a very funny video of me. Yeah, you.
Shout out to 2K.
I assume that was, I didn't think you made it, but
no.
You posted it.
Yeah.
Great job on editing that video, Jared.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can edit a video or two. I'm just not nearly. I'm like, the number just kept going down in my head as I was like, I'm like blank percentage as good as 2K. Like I went from I was going to say 7, then I was like, maybe it's more like 3. And then I got to 1.7%, which I still feel like is disrespectful.
Your body wouldn't let 7. Don't say 7. We're not saying 7. Don't put that out there. That's bullshit.
Yeah. I've edited some videos, but it's probably not even 1% as good as what 2K can do. Legitimately.
No,
so
2K cooks.
I would say the same. I was doing all the videos for this program. 2K significantly better.
Mm-hmm.
Significant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you walk so 2K could run.
Yes. Gladly handed the baton off to a real pro.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay. Enjoy your off day. Well, you might not. I don't know. It's
you're saying what the day is?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's
have a great 9/11.
Yeah, you can't really say enjoy your 9/11.
It's coming. It's
rest
coming.
in peace.
Yeah, I think it's weird for my generation, our generation, because we lived it and we can remember it. So it's I feel like T's generation has gotten real comfortable making 9/11 jokes. Whereas it took me 20 plus years to even be able to slightly make a joke about it.
You make it sound like I was before the show. I was like, let me try out my new stand-up bit.
No. I said your generation, not you.
I think it's our generation. I can't throw that on there. It's Shane Gillis is our age, and it's the funniest thing in the world to him. I think it's maybe the number one moment that significantly shifted a large portion of our generation's sense of humor, because it was well, what the fuck does anything matter if that's even an option?
Yeah. I definitely did not make light of it for 20 plus years.
Not necessarily it, but everything else. I think we all have a morose sense of humor. We find dark things funnier than prior generations.
Sure.
Yeah.
I also think geographically speaking, that has something to do with it as well. People Boston comedians are just more raw. I'm not calling us comedians, but I'm just saying people around here find things funny that people not from here don't find funny.
Correct.
We're
Big
twisted.
time.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a Boston thing. I don't know.
I mean, I think Seth MacFarlane's even joked about it. He was supposed to be on one of the planes. So if that's the case, then it's okay, everyone's kind of trying to make light of the worst situation ever.
I know he's not from Boston, but I always enjoy Pete Davidson talking about his dad. I think it's one of the funnier things.
He's gotten a lot of jokes.
Famously,
he has a ton of stand-up. Yeah,
I was gonna say. I feel like that's sad
for content.
No, it is.
No, but
definitely.
He has some great stand-up on it. That is genuinely hilarious.
Yeah. So I guess don't enjoy your day. I don't know. Do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. Do whatever the fuck you want today. I don't know, but we'll see you at Fenway this weekend for some Sox Yanks. Because Steve is going to the game on Sunday, it's gonna the recording might be a little bit later in the night because he insisted on going on Sunday. So we'll be doing the pod immediately Sunday night. for your listening pleasure on Monday morning as that stash on Steve's top lip continues to grow. Just continues to grow. I believe the deal was if this merch drop that came out just now today on Coley's birthday, if it hit 500 orders, then Steve has to ride the mustache wave through the postseason.
500 orders by Section 10 night. That was the thing.
Oh, was it?
Think. Yeah.
Well,
I think you're
else
amending
would we
it.
track it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was kind of the point. But that counts the whole night. We get through the whole night, so that means the sales we do there as well.
Oh,
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, no, this thing's staying. After seeing the early orders that have come in, this thing's staying. This thing isn't going anywhere.
It's
but
not.
Still, hey, section10merch.com and all that, you know.
Yeah, section10merch.com.
I might shave it, but yeah.
Yeah, section10merch.com to get that new drop with the hats and all that. And looking forward to a very positive pod on Sunday night. Hoping for it. Wishing for it. Need it. Need it bad. But do.
Buenas noches, amigos.